Okay, here we go.
Oh, there's kids playing hockey here.
Future superstars.
Beautiful.
Going in the
building.
nosebleeds, boys. All right. Going in.
Oh, look at this. Very cool. Awesome. Very excited to have the one and only Laser from Hockey Shop in Langley. Welcome to the show, Laser. How you doing today?
Fabulous. No slap shots.
The Rangers score. Boo.
Can you hear me? Huh? Yeah, that's wild. Okay, this is craziness. I'm watching the game in the bar. This is the. I'll show you guys. I'm literally. We're in a bar here. When ain't gonna happen here, nothing is perfect, you know?
Here we are with the one and only Mr. Jake from Jake's Takes Hockey. Welcome to the show, sir. How you doing today?
That's right. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Russell is the best. He's the secret master of the universe. Yes. And he's come to this realm to set us free and deliver a cup to Vancouver, I think. Russell is a gift from the gods, I think. What do you want? You want to say hi to anyone on the stream? You want to say you want to say shout out to anybody? Any advice, words of wisdom? We got 2-1 Canucks right now. Justin, who is he? There you go.
Oh yeah, look at that nice ice getting all clean.
There you go. Go Canucks, go! All right.
Yeah, literally the back row, boys. It's nice to have you.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm happy to join you guys.
Witten and Jordan from Canucks Uncensored. How you guys doing today?
Awesome.
We're good, Russell. Thanks so much for having us on.
David wins it, goes forward and gets a shot, goes wide. Carr puts it behind the net. Time! Oh, I just got lightheaded! 3-2, Canada wins. I scared the crap out of Dobby. Boys! Boys and girls! We did it! Canada wins! Binnington with some killer saves in overtime, and Connor McDavid, the man we were giving so much crap to through this whole game, wins the game! I'm so red in the face! Look at how red my face is! It's Canadian face! Oh, in Boston, boys! We win it in overtime! This is the man, the myth, the legend, the Blue Line Hockey. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
How you doing today?
Things are great. Thank you for the wonderful intro, and thank you for having me on. And truly a big fan of what you are doing on your channel as well. So keep it up, man. It's really, really good.
We're in the second row, so we're doing all right.
Live from Rogers Arena, Michael Saunders with that beautiful mustache on his face. There it is. Look at that. A live look in, Rogers Arena, Mike and Zach.
Russell, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing really good. It's nice to see you.
Great to see you. It's always fun popping into the streams every once in a while when I get a chance, and nice to finally be chatting with you.
How are we? Guys, this is awesome. I'm excited to be here.
Everyone's been very excited to have you on. The word got out and people started getting very excited. So thank you very much for doing this and joining us today.
I appreciate you having me.
Thank you for having me. Thank you to everyone who requested to hear my beautiful voice too. I appreciate that.
How you doing tonight? Doing good? Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very first hockey game to join the stream. Everyone was very excited to see you, and enjoy the rest of the game in the third period.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye-bye, guys.
Trevor Beggs joining the show from Locked On Canucks. Thanks for joining me today, brother.
My pleasure, Russell. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good.
Hey, buddy. What an intro. Thanks, man.
Hey, no problem. It's nice to see you again. It's been a while.
Dude, absolutely. Yeah, those late nights, early mornings.
Yeah, weird
they were
times.
rough.
We are excited to welcome Dave Hall to the show. Welcome, my man.
Hey, thanks for having me today. I'm excited to be on.
Yeah. We're excited to welcome to the show Larry Fisher.
Thanks for having me, Russell. Looking forward to talking lots of hockey.
Yeah, look at that. Look at this man. He's wearing his Canucks jersey at a Montreal game. You'll love to see it. He became a local legend by calling the Abbotsford Canucks Calder Cup run. We are very happy to welcome Brandon Astle to the show. How's it going, brother?
Russell, I'm doing well. Thanks a lot for having me on.
I'd like to introduce to Nothing is Perfect, Mr. Zach Nolan.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's great to have you.
Howdy.
What's up, my dude? They say never meet your heroes, but boy, am I glad I got to, because here he is, the man, the myth, the legendary host, Toddcast Podcast, Mr. Todd Hancock.
Dude, thank you, man. What a crazy introduction. A hero, a myth, a legend.
Yeah. We're pleased to welcome to the show, Canuckland.
Thanks for having me on. I'm really excited.
Passionate, realistic, honest. Rev Trev.
Let's go. Let's get some passion going. There's some actual hockey playing.
Smith plays it right across the zone. Bolano with a shot. Score! The Edmonton Canucks from the blue line! Shot through a crowd! And the Canucks have won it in overtime! Just like that, game one is over! And you don't have to wait much longer, because the Abbotsford Canucks have won game one with 14:09 left to go in the overtime period! Woo! Just Charlotte wins the draw. They skate in. They take a shot towards the net. Goes high and wide. Comes around. In behind. Into the corner. And just like that, being resilient. Next man up. The Abbey Canucks, no doubt, never lost 2 games in a row in this Calder Cup Finals. And the Abbey Canucks are Calder Cup champions. Woo! Can you believe it? What's up, everyone? It's Russell Holiday. It's Nothing is Perfect. It's time
for some goddamn best on best Olympic hockey. You absolutely love to see it. Can you believe it? We're here. We're ready to go. It is time to watch Canada against Czechia. It's breakfast hockey. I can't let everyone forget that I am a Canucks fan. But today, just so everyone knows, and I already reminded you, Connor Cahill, today we're all Canadian fans. So whether you cheer for the Edmonton Oilers, Connor McDavid, or the Florida Panthers, Sam Reinhart, it doesn't matter. Today, we're all cheering for Canada. Unless you're Hachiko then, which means you're probably cheering for the States. But that's fine. That's fine. Hachiko's fine to cheer for the Americans. That's it. It is what it is. So, what are we going to do today? We are going to be doing a whole bunch of things. We've got a big, busy show as we usually do. We're doing it pretty much at the exact opposite side of the clock that we normally do. Because normally it would be like a 7 o'clock start. Today it's a 7:10 start. And the game will get started at 7:40. So we got a bunch of stuff we got to do. I'm just quickly finishing up the lines because they have just posted the lines. So I've just got to fix one last thing. And then we'll be good to go and to jump into everything. So it looks like Travis Sanheim is going to end up. Okay, let's see. Okay, give me 1 sec. I'm just going to quickly double check these lines. And then we're going to talk to you about everything that's going to be happening on today's show. But it looks pretty good. This guy actually ends up out of the lineup. So we're going to take. Yeah, I thought Harley would end up here. Yeah. Okay, let's go like this. Theodore is actually in the lineup, but he's the extra defenseman. So the thing that you guys should know about this Olympic tournament is one thing that they do is they actually have extra players on either side of the roster. So, for example, you have an extra forward and an extra defenseman. So if anyone who watched the Sweden game yesterday, you actually saw OEL not get a single shift because he just sat on the bench. So it is what it is, right? Yeah, and then this is Drew Doughty. Oh my goodness, guys. All right. And Drew Doughty, what the hell number does Drew Doughty wear? Let's see here. Where are we? Yeah, number. Okay, Drew Doughty's wearing 89. Gonna make sure I got the lineup all ready to go for you guys so that we can show that to you once we get to that point. All right, and then it'll be 2-1-1, 2-2-2-1-1. All right, so that's right. That's right. That's right. Thomas Harley, Andrew Doughty. And then the extra defenseman is going to be Shea Theodore, I believe. Oh my gosh, people. Get excited. Get excited for Canada versus Czechia. It's going to be great. Where is he? Yeah, Shea Theodore. Yeah, it is Shea Theodore. All right. And the other thing, too. Oh my gosh, there's so much to talk about too. We've got a special guest announcer that's going to be joining us for every single second intermission for the Olympics. So I'm going to let you guys know who that's going to be. But there we go. Looks like everything should be good to go now. All right. And we have confirmed the starting goaltender too, which I think a lot of people are going to actually be upset about because, I mean, let's be honest. He's kind of a rival of Pettersson, so. But I guess if you hate Pettersson, then you'll be happy to see him in net, right? Okay. Everything should be all good now. Okay. Let's talk about what we're going to do. Because we got lots going on. So, here we are. Here's the thumbnail. You guys have already seen it. There's me. I'm stoked. It's going to be Let's the Game Begin. It's Thursday, February the 12th, 7:40 a.m. It's going to be start time. We got Dustin as usual. He's waking up early for you. And then Dave Brindle, sportscaster and anchor. He's been working in sports since like the 1940s or something like that. He'll correct me on that, but we'll have him on. And I used to produce his radio show back in the day, so it's going to be lots of fun. So what does that lineup look like? It's going to be Canada versus Czechia. We're going to start off by saying hello to all you beautiful people who are already here waiting for the game to get started. We're going to do a quick review of the Canadian women's hockey game that happened today. They were playing against Switzerland, so I want to make sure that we give them their coverage because, like I mentioned earlier, I cannot cover all of that, but we are going to give it a good review today so you guys know what happened between Canada and Switzerland in the women's tournament. We're going to go through Canada's starting lineup, which will be fun. During the first intermission, Dustin Boydell will be by for the Rusty and Dusty Sideshow. We'll go through the ups and downs of the first period of play, and then we'll get into all the latest news that is surrounding Team Canada and the Vancouver Canucks. And then, as I mentioned, second intermission, it's going to be Dave Brindle stopping by, a longtime sportscaster, anchor, very knowledgeable. He's seen a lot of things, so we'll pick his brain about the game through 2 periods. And then Dustin Boydell will be back for the Rusty and Dusty postgame show, and we'll break down everything that happens between Czechia and Team Canada. So that's going to be lots of fun. All right, let's get back to the bar. Time to say hello. Evelyn's here. Hi. Okay, so Evelyn was here. Callum was here. Go Canucks, go! Carvey was here. Carvey 33, 1-0 Canada. Jen Gardner with the goal. Yeah, so there's an update already. KJ Brazy, salutations all. I guess I can show you guys this. Salutations all. Good morning, beauticians. Canada, Canada. Hey guys, this is Swervin. And then Swervin's got the flag in there. Macklin celebrating is him. Can't wait till he comes home. We're watching the game at work. Oh, very cool. I love that. Might just stay and watch the at home and go to work after. Sweating and laughing. And there's Evelyn. Yeah. Carvey giving us another update. 2-0. Daryl Watts. Sophie Jakes with an assist. 3-0 Canada. And there's Bobby. Welcome, Bobby. Nice to see you as usual. Welcome. Pachico's here. Morning all. I don't know how many more Olympics I can deal with in the European time zone. Yeah, it is pretty crazy, right? What the women's game was the makeup game because Finland was sick, right? They were all quarantined with the norovirus. So today, what was the start time? It was like a ridiculous 5:30, 5:10 a.m. start time or something like that. Duolingo's here. Hello. Nice to see ya. Duo. Welcome to the stream, bright and early. Let's fucking go, says KJ Brazy. They won? Yep. And we got some Canada in the chat. We love to see that. I don't know, just pumped. You love to see it. Let's see here. It is now 5-0 for Canada. I should mention. You love to see it. Watching a mini doc on the women's versus Canada versus USA 2002. You know what? Actually, I should grab that. Hang on. I'm going to keep this close because you never know when we're going to need a little story time. So I've got this. This is a book about the Canadian 2002 Olympics. So this is another time where Canada and men's and women's team both won gold. So we're going to keep that close just in case because you never know. It's always good to have a backup plan. Morning all, says a Chico. Sup, Chico? Good morning, says Fangirl. What's up, Fangirl? Morning, HSM. Fangirl's like, hi, KJ. I don't know how many, yeah, there it is. I don't know how many more games in the time European time zone I can handle. Hi, Chico, me neither. I hate Euro Olympics, sweating and laughing. The best Olympics was the Vancouver 2010. This is correct. Yeah. I believe it, KJ. Today is the 16th anniversary. Oh my gosh, you're making me feel old. Morning, Bobby. Hi, Bobby. 2010 was awesome. All the teams practiced at my high school ice rink. That's sick, bro. Did you get to sneak in and have a little peek at all these great players playing against each other? That's awesome, KJ. Team Canada women up by 3. Yeah, they're up by 5 now. They're smacking Finland. And I mean, I imagine Finland even though they're playing, are probably not doing great because of the fact that their entire team had, or what was it, like 14 of them had norovirus or whatever it is. What's up, folks? Who is watching Canada's women's team? I don't have it on right now. I guess I could do that. Just always worried that my TV is going to do weird things, right? You know? Let's see. Can I do this? Do I know how to do this? Let's see. What channel would it be on? It's probably on... Oh, yeah, it is. All right, let's throw it on the TV then. Cool. We've got the women's game on. Yeah, 6 minutes left to go in the third period. It is 5-0 for Canada. 23 shots for Canada, 13 for Finland. Hi, Duolingo. Hey, Duolingo. Hello. I should pull the game up on TV, but my mom is sleeping. Ah, you're being the good child, not waking up your mom early. Go, Canada, go! And Carvey updating us, 4-0 Canada. Oh, man, I need to make another pot of coffee. Yeah, there's a very real chance that we're going to have another one of these. Yeah. Okay. Is Poulin back? I don't think she is. I believe she's still hurt. Let's have a quick look, eh? Oh, it looks like Poulin is out still. Yeah, it looks like she's still out, unfortunately. All right, back to the bar. Leon Draisaitl was very hot yesterday in his German jersey. Wow. Won't be in chat, but I'm listening. Okay, Swervin. You got the earbud on. I'll have the play-by-play for you. Very epic. This is live stream, Russ, to be honest. Thank you. Go, Canada, go. And then she goes like, her fangirl's like, Canada, 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 Canada. 2 Mexican skiers competing this morning. They might have placed last, but at least they still competed. There were many did not finishes in their event. That's very cool. Proud of them, for real. I believe it. Respect, Pachico. Yeah, 100%. Duolingo saying Canada, the men's team wins 5-1 today. Okay. Cover the Canada and US game too. We will be talking about it. Yeah, 5-0 Canada. Does Lloyd serve drinks at this hour? What's up, Gary Wiseman? Hey, Lloyd. Lloyd, you back there? Lloyd? Oh, God, Lloyd. What? Do you ever leave this bar, dude? You just live back there? That's so creepy, bro. Oh, my God. Go away, Lloyd. That's creepy, bro. It's 4.5 hours to noon. Close enough. Yeah, fair enough. We need a poll question. Yes. Good morning. Let's go, says Kayla. All right, let's do a poll question. As Bobby asked. Let's see. Let's see. Can Canada win gold in men's and women's hockey? Question mark. Yep. Nope. Men will. Women will win gold. All right, there's your first poll question. Can Canada win gold in men's and women's hockey? And then your answer is yep, nope. And then men will win gold or women will win gold. There you go. Paragolf Pro in the chat. What's up, Paragolf Pro? How's it going? Good morning, everyone. Yeah, Dustin will be on for the first intermission as usual. All right. The game is in the third period. So like I said, let's have a quick review of what happened here for the women so far tonight. You did get the live play-by-play in chat from Lanky, or what is he going by today? Carvey 33. It's Karvinen 33, playing in her 5th Olympics. So I guess you're happy to see her play against Finland today. So as mentioned, Jen Gardner, Surrey girl, scoring the first goal of the game from Julie Gosling and Kristen O'Neill. Daryl Watts scoring from Sarah Fillier and Sophie Jake. So another GoldenEye getting a point on the play. And then Kristen O'Neill scoring a goal from Ella Shelton and Julia Gosling. And then Emily Clark getting a goal from Blair Turnbull and Stacy Laura. And then Emily Clark scoring from Laura Stacy as well. So as mentioned, a bit of a dominant performance from Canada today. 5 goals to no goals for the Finns so far. The game will be over in 3 minutes and 10 seconds. So pretty close to being over. Let's see if I click on that. Does that? Yes, this does show me Canada. Okay. So let's look at our GoldenEye players. Sophie Jakes with the 1 assist. Sarah Nurse, no points tonight. Claire Thompson, no goals or assists today. And then Jen Gardner mentioned she does have a goal as well. And then Mashmeyer not in this game right now. So it is Anne-Renee Desbiens. So that's cool. It's the Olympics. Haha, Russ wants to lock in, Fox. What's up, Coach Rob Willie? How's it going? Where's the uncontrollable crying option? See, this is the thing, Hachiko. Because we're not cheering for the Canucks now, we don't have to uncontrollably cry. So, that's where we're at. And does it feel like that whale's like whispering in my ear? Look at him back there. Hey, buddy, you doing okay on the bar over there? It's kind of weird, eh? All right. Let's have a look at the Canadian starting lineup then. Because, oh, there's Van Isle. What's up? How's it going, Van Isle? Dijon Mustard's in the house too. Welcome to the stream. You'll love to see it. People are slowly filing in, probably feeling a little groggy. Let's see here. Is this it? Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm switching over now my feed to the Canada versus Czechia game. There's David Pasternak coming onto the ice. So while the boys are coming out, Bennington leads the team out. So there's the spoiler. But let's talk about the starting lineup, all right? Here we are. Soul Search Guru. This could be a good game. Czechia plays Canada well. Yep. And that's the thing, right? They're not a full NHL team. Like, they have a lot of players from outside of the NHL, but they play a strong team game. They usually get good goaltending. So you're right, Soul Search. It could be a lot of fun here. Times 2 May 374 in the house. Oh, Canada. All right, let's have a look at Canada's offensive lines for the day. All right. So top line is Connor McDavid with Macklin Celebrini and Tom Wilson. Our second line is coming in as Nathan McKinnon, Brandon Hagel, and Nick Suzuki. Your third line for Canada is coming in as Sidney Crosby, Mitch Marner, and Mark Stone. And then the fourth line for Canada is going to be Bo Horvat, former Canuck Sam Reinhart, Brad Marchand. And then the extra forward today is going to be Sam Bennett, who is in the lineup. And as I mentioned, remember, an extra defenseman, extra forward. So like when Crosby or Horvat only play like 13 to 14 minutes today, we get to rip them to shreds and say they're garbage, just trying to figure out how to fit into the Vancouver media. And then Milosh is like, oh no, that was Dustin. And then Milosh is like, Canada, Canada, Canada. All right. So the defensive pairings for Canada today are as follows. No surprise. You got Devon Taves and Cale Makar playing together on your top pair. You got Josh Morrissey and Colton Parayko playing together on the second pair. You got the third pairing is going to be Thomas Harley and Drew Doughty playing together. That's interesting. And then the extra defenseman is going to be Shea Theodore today, or Theodore, however you want to say it. And starting in net for Team Canada is going to be Jordan Bennington. Cool? So there is your starting lineup. They are not wasting any time here. Let's get the game clock reset. And let's get the clock up to date. So it is going to be the first period. Crosby, despite playing on the third line, is taking the opening faceoff for Canada at this 2026 Olympic Games. Ooh. Canada hockey. Thomas Hertl taking the draw. Crosby wins it. Puck up the boards into the Czech zone. Crosby in on the forecheck. Takes the puck away. Tries to play it up front. Puck skips into the slot. They kept it in. Shot to the front of the net. Puck right into the crease. The goaltender makes a save, and it gets chopped wide by Mitch Marner. On the point, Cale Makar fires it towards the front of the net. The Czech goalie's now lost his stick. The Czechs pick it up now, and they'll start out. Puck flipped in on Jordan Binnington, and he won't mess around. He'll just glove that puck and hang on to it. Oh, I didn't actually start the game clock. I thought I did. Reset that. There we go. All right. Frenzy pace to start for Canada. A couple good chances. Yeah, and Hronek in front of the net, guarding his goaltender there. Face off in Canada's zone. Won by Canada. Parayko flips it high into the neutral zone. Canada comes up and knocks their man down. You love to see it. Oh, and then the puck goes out of play. Hagel throwing a hit right off the bat. You love to see it. Okay, I'm going to update something here. Canada wins another draw. That's 3 draws and 3 wins for Canada. Puck into the Czech zone, firing it towards the front of the net. That one's deflected away by the goaltender. Puck in behind. Nathan MacKinnon throws a reverse hit, takes the man right down. Puck rung around the boards, comes back to the blue line. Far side, down the boards. Picked up by MacKinnon. He puts it down the boards further. Now MacKinnon skates back to the blue line, puts it across for Harley. Harley gives the puck away. And then the puck comes in. Canada gives up the puck, and Czechia gets a shot on net. And Jordan Binnington will grab that puck and hang on. With Kempny getting a shot on net for the Czechs. You'll love to see it. All right. Canada wins another draw. Connor McDavid onto the ice. Macklin celebrating. Connor McDavid comes in and throws a hit. Knocks the puck free. Celebrating with a shot to the front of the net. Goaltender makes a save, but the puck gets jarred free. Ends up on the near side boards. Puck back to the blue line. The defenseman falls there. And then Drew Doughty is back in time to jar the puck free. Now there's a penalty against Czechia as they took a man down coming into the offensive zone. So Jordan Binnington will go to the bench. Canada pulls him. They'll go 6-on-5 here. They'll get a little bit of extra time to get the puck into the offensive zone and maybe get a chance here. Puck through center, and Nathan MacKinnon does give up the puck. So the whistle will go. And we'll get a power play here for Team Canada. So early in this one, Canada is buzzing. And that means that we get to go see probably, could be one of the, Nathan MacKinnon with a big hit. You love to see it. Sedlak just taking down McDavid out away from the play too. His coach won't be happy about that. This Canadian roster is not one that you're going to want to take penalties against. Got Crosby, Reinhart, and McDavid all in view right now. Celebrini behind them. The Czechs do win the draw though, so good on them. Good start for them on the penalty kill. They'll flip it all the way down the ice. Binnington cues it up there for Cale Makar. Cheat code Makar, as we call him in NHL 26. He skates all the way down the ice. Stops up on the half boards, plays it behind the net. The Czechs will pick it up and throw it back to the blue line, but that's picked up there by Connor McDavid. He shoots it towards the front of the net. Save there. Puck recovered by Canada. Makar. Oh, and the net's been knocked off. So the whistle goes with 1:32 left to go in this power play for Canada. Early in this game 1 for Canada in this 2026 Olympic tournament. Ontario secret. God, my farts are disgusting today. I have to keep changing rooms. Wow. You might want to get that checked out, my dude. BML is here. Go Canada, go! Yeah, Duolingo. Irvin is here, but he can't chat. He is listening, though. So if you want to give him a message, let me know. Oh, Czechs win another draw there. So good for them. Puck into the Canadian, or in the Czech zone. Crosby with a shot to the front of the net, and a good save there from the Czech goaltender, hanging onto it with the glove. Canada moving the puck well. So that's a good start, though. Dostal net for Czechia. Canada wins the draw in the offensive zone on this power play. Puck back to McDavid on the near side boards. He puts it into the middle in the bumper spot. Shot on net by Reinhardt. Save there. Looks like it might have been blocked in front by one of the Czech defensemen. Binnington comes out, plays the puck up for Cale Makar. Cale Makar drops the puck back for Nathan MacKinnon. MacKinnon drops the puck once again. McDavid with speed through the neutral zone, brings it in, puts it back to the blue line for MacKinnon. MacKinnon cuts to the outside, puts it over for McDavid, near side boards. Back to McDavid, over to the blue line for Cale Makar. He plays it down low for McDavid. McDavid puts it towards the front of the net. Crosby gets a tip on net, and the rebound gets cleared to the side. And then the Czech player will clear it out of the zone. Looks like it went off the glass and out of play. So the whistle will go with 16:30 left to go in this first period of play. Nathan MacKinnon on the half boards getting a good chance there. And Crosby trying to tip it in front. Puck drop. Canada wins it. Oh, Shea Theodore almost gives the puck away at the blue line. Horvat digs the puck out, gets it back for Shea Theodore. Shot to the front of the net. Malkin celebrating, misses the net. Puck skips up the half boards on the far side, and Czechia will chop it down the ice, get the puck out of danger. Canada's Shea Theodore picks up the puck. He starts out. Marner gets the puck. He gets in over the blue line and gives the puck away. Canada picked it right back up. They'll skate right back in. Macklin celebrating, dishes to the side. Back for Shea Theodore. He skates down, lots of space. Shot to the front of the net. Dostal makes the save. And the Czechs will clear it out. High shot down the ice. The power play is over. So Czechia does survive the very aggressive Canadian power play. Puck rung in around the boards. Czechia tries to put it back to the blue line. That one's blocked by Stone. And they manage to wrap it around. Puck knocked down. Devon Taves gets bumped over, and Czechia will recover it. Pasternak back to the blue line. Spacek puts it toward the front of the net. Canada will clear it to the side, and then Theodore will play it up the boards and out of the zone, taken there by Czechia. They'll gear back up. Couple changes happening. Pasternak skates it down the near side boards. He takes a bump from two Canadian players, Mark Stone being one of them, and then, oh man, Brad Marchand with a terrible pass. It's like Mark Stone was changing, and Marchand tried to give him the puck. So Czechia will take it in their own zone. 5 minutes of play over now. And then Czechia will put the puck in offside, down the ice, all the way from their own side of center. Apparently they want to bake some cakes. Need to learn the rules. We're not out here baking cakes. We're playing hockey. Come on. Shouldn't be that hard. Shouldn't be that hard to figure out, you know? So the puck will be inside Czechia's zone. Canada does win it, but Pasternak will step through. Good play there by the burly veteran. Tomaszek gets in, gets knocked down though, and gives the puck back. Canada now skates out, gets to center, dumps the puck in, moves in on the forecheck, throws a hit. Puck knocked down the boards by Mr. Doughty. Puck into the corner. Canada tries to pull it out. They will. They'll lose it for a moment, but recovered there by Brad Marchand. He'll flip it around behind the net. Sam Bennett throws a hit, tries to jar the puck free. Marchand with a shot from the high slot. Goes wide off the end board. Sam Bennett picks it up. He'll play it into the middle. Chopped on net. Blocked there. Canada brings it towards the front of the net. Sam Bennett driving it right towards the front of the net. And then the Czechs will flip it out of play again, but it goes off the glass and out of play. So again, not a penalty. Surprisingly. Learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules, says Fangirl. Yes, they should learn the rules, shouldn't they? Shouldn't they? Czechia wins the next draw. Kempney will flip it all the way down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call. Czechia just trying to keep the puck out of their zone, but you can't do that. You need to learn the rules out there. Oh my gosh. Faceoff will be once again in the Czechia zone. 14 minutes left to go in this first period of play. Canada with 6 shots already. Czechia with 2. Zach's in the chat. What's up, Zach? And he says, learn the rules. Learn the rules. Crosby wins the draw. McCarr cross for Taves. Taves has to take it out of the zone, though. They'll get into the neutral zone and pass back and forth. Taves now takes it. Brings it over the blue line. Dishes the blue line, but that one's taken away. Now it's going to be a 2-on-1 coming back the other way. But good work there by Mark Stone to get back in time. Czechia does play it in, but loses it. Stone up for Crosby. Crosby flips it for Marner. Marner didn't expect it, so he couldn't take it. Now Parayko picks it up. Skates down, puts it in around behind the net. Puck comes all the way up the other side boards. McDavid with a spin move, but loses it. Now Czechia will skate over the Canadian blue line and a flip shot towards Binnington. And the third shot of the game. Russ, we will need a Canada goal emoji for the next 2 weeks. That is true. Let's see. You know what? I can probably whip something up right now. 13-18 left to go. Yeah, I think I'll make something real quick right now for you. That is a good point, though, Swervin. I hope my computer doesn't crash while I do this. You never know, though. I tend to push my computer a little bit too far most of the time. That's the only thing I didn't do. That's why we keep you around, Swervin. Okay. All right. Yeah, wait. I don't know if we've seen Tom Wilson in this game yet. Yeah, that should work. I think so. There we go. Face off in Canada zone. Hurdle versus McDavid. Hurdle jumps. He'll get the warning. So he'll have to... Oh, they'll drop it again. Hurdle will win it against McDavid. Shot goes wide of the net. Czechia digs it out from behind the net. Pasternak spinning in the corner. Trying to get away from Morrissey. Morrissey jars the puck free up the boards. McDavid's there too. Nietzsche's on the boards battling. Canada will get it back to the blue line. Czechia will take it out of the Canadian zone through the neutral zone. With some speed down the boards, Hronek shoots it towards the front of the net. And Canuck Hronek shooting from a tough angle. And Binnington grabs the puck and juggles it because it ain't no thing, apparently, right? You'll love to see it. All right, let's see if I can get this updated here for you guys. I'm actually gonna change the goal emoji for the Canucks. So that's gonna be the easiest way to do this. Face off in the Canadian zone once again. After the save by Binnington on Hronek. Puck back to the blue line. Shot to the front of net. Binnington goes down and Butterfly makes the save. Suzuki plays it to the backside. Sanheim. Canada skates it out through the neutral zone. McKinnon goes through a couple guys. Shot to the front of the net. And Dostal makes a save. And the rebound gets covered. So you love to see that. Nick Suzuki getting the pass from McKinnon. Puts it towards the front of the net. Here we go, guys. Hopefully this works. Face off in Czechia's zone. Canada does not win it. There we go. Okay, guys, you may have to reset, but here we are. McKinnon scores! Just like that! The goal emoji just in time! The goal emoji just in time! Canada scores! McKinnon! What are they saying? They're calling a penalty, apparently. So this referee hates fun. Nick Suzuki getting a penalty, apparently. And so they'll say no goal. Let's have a look at this. So Binnington with a good backhander out to the neutral zone. Oh my effing God. They're going to call that a fucking penalty. Wow. All right. So the referees are going to be fucking morons. I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref. Now shorthanded. Bo Horvat comes in and gets the first chance of this power play. He's pissed as everyone else is. So just like that, Canada goes to the penalty kill, gets the first chance of it. Czechia brings it over the blue line. Fans raining down boos on these blind, deaf referees. So no goal there. Yep, Juliana using the new goal emoji. You love to see it. Canucks Uncensored's in the house. What's up, Canucks Uncensored? Canada will clear the puck down the ice. Russell, oh, the goal was called back. Yep. Yeah, you're right, mate. It might be rigged. Juliana's like, all right. Czechia brings the puck in. Puck across the slot. Puck actually bounces off Parayko towards Binnington. Binnington and Parayko teammates. Puck will bounce free. 1 minute left to go on the power play, and Canada will slap the puck down the ice. Bobby's like, hey, Canucks Uncensored, hey. And then Coach Rivalry's like, Dobby. Well, I got good news for you guys. You get to see Dobby have his breakfast for the first time. Drew Doughty picks it up behind the Canadian net, brings around the boards, kept in there, though. And Czechia will play it down behind the net. But they'll give the puck away, and Horvat will flip it down the ice. 30 seconds left to go on the power play for Czechia. Ill-gotten power play, if you ask me. Czechia brings it over the blue line. Makar chops at it. Can't get it out, though. Puck down the boards, in behind the Canadian net. Czechia rings around the boards. No one there, though. No one's home. And so that puck will go all the way down the ice. Sam Reinhart in on the forecheck. Spacek will cower in fear. And that will do it for the first power play for the Czechs. I don't know if they got a single shot on that power play. So here we are. Binnington tries to knock the puck down. We're now through the first half of this period. McDavid jumps on a loose puck behind the net. He'll pass to the side for Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson chops the puck in. Canada comes in. Celebrini couldn't get the puck. And Czechia will clear it out. Morrissey picks it up in the neutral zone. Canada will flip it right back down in. Czechia plays it around the boards. Up to the blue line, far side, through the neutral zone. David Camp gets knocked on his booty by Doughty. McDavid falls on the boards. Hurdle in behind the Canadian net, puts it towards Binnington, and then Binnington will just slap his big old glove on top of that puck. Testing. Yeah, there it is. Drew Dobby. Let's go, Celebrini. All right, we're in a commercial break. Let's quickly feed Dobby some breakfast. Okay, Dobby, huh? Why don't you just sit? Huh? Why are you trying to stand, huh? Just sit your booty. I'll give it to you, okay? Breakfast time for Dalby here on Nothing is Perfect. He waited ever so patiently. Now I have Dobby fur in my eyeball, I think. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Get this fur out of my eyeball. Okay, we're good now. Yeah, Dobby. Look at this sweet little boy. Yes. Oh, what a good boy, huh? You love eating breakfast and lunch and dinner, don't you? Oh, yes. What a good boy. What's up, Kevin? How's it going, my dude? The house elf Dobby. That is exactly right. He's mischievous. Oh, yes, my boy. Oh, so sweet, huh? There you go, Bubby. Isn't that tasty? Did you get any in your beard? No? Oh, yes. What a sweet little monkey, huh? He's extra tired today because, as you all know, he goes to daycare on Wednesdays. So he was out playing, and we found out who his friend is, too. His friend is named Koji. I met his friend at daycare yesterday. His name is Koji. All right. Play is back underway. Dobby with his patented burp. Oh, yes. Oh, I love you, Dobby. Okay. Go and have some water. Canada with a shot to the front of the net. The puck goes just wide off of a save from Dostal. Puck ends up in the corner. Puck up the boards. Czechia does chip it up to their own blue line. They'll get to center, but they won't. They're going to dump it in from their own side of center. They still need to learn the rules. Dobby, what the heck are you doing, man? He's underneath me now, huh? There is no more food, huh? Yes, I do love you too. Yeah, go have a lay down, my boy. Suzuki with a tip in front looked like, and tips it just wide. Oh my goodness. Goes about 6 inches wide of that. Oh, sorry, we're cheering for Canada. About 10 centimeters wide of the net. Icing call, so Canada does win it. Crosby back to the blue line. Pass to Crosby at the front of the net. Puck deflects back to the blue line. Now they flip it in behind the net. Crosby tries his best Gretzky impersonation, but can't get the puck to come out from behind the net. And Czechia will flip it out. Pasternak loses the puck in the neutral zone. Marner gives the puck over for Crosby. Crosby tries to make a pass over for Stone, but it'll deflect right to Dostal. And there'll be 8:20 left to go in this first period of play now. Yeah, you can have a lay down now, Bubber. Lay down. Just chill out, bro. He's so despondent now. Hello, darkness, my old friend. That was a close one, May. Dobby. Yeah, house elf. Czechia does win the face-off. Mark Stone picks it up, puts it back to Doughty. Doughty across the defensive zone. Skating out of the zone comes Thomas Harley, who flips it in. Puck around the boards, up the far side. Spacek tries to play it through the neutral zone. That one gets knocked down by Canada. Puck flipped up the far side boards, and that'll go all the way down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call against Canada. I believe the first icing call against Canada so far. There's Kevin in the chat. What's up, Kevin? Dubbertons! Coach Rob Louie's like, Dobby. And Chico's like, Dobby. And then Kayla's like, Dobby. And then HMS fangirl's like, Dobby. And then Evelyn's here, and she's like, Dobby. Czechia wins the draw. They'll flip the puck in. That one goes off the referee directly to a Czech player. More evidence they're going to be cheering for Czechia. Drew Doughty stumbles but keeps the puck. He'll play it over for McDavid, who flips it high down the ice. Picked up by Czechia at their own blue line. Now they'll put it in. Should be offside. So they will now clear out. They're going to change as well. Drew Doughty takes his time. Passes across for McDavid. Cuts across center. Loses it though. Recovers and dumps it in. Czechia plays it around behind the net. And puts the puck all the way down the ice. Not quite enough for icing as Morrissey will pick it up. They'll get a burst of speed and play it out into the neutral zone for Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson dishes for McDavid. Tries to put it in behind the net. Czechia will pick it up there. Coming down for the blue line, Morrissey. Puck into the middle for McDavid. He's well covered, though, so he can't get a shot off. As, who was that? Was that Simic who checked him? Well, the puck will get chopped back into the Canadian zone. Parayko through center. Dishes there for Horvat. Dumps the puck in, throws a hit. Can't come up with the puck. Hronek gets knocked down in the corner. But he will make the play out of the zone, and then Hurdle will chop it in. Binnington can't stop it behind his own net. Reinhart up the ice for Marchand, who plays a nice pass across. Horvat with a shot to the front of the net. Goes just wide on the near side. He gets the puck back. Puck in front, and Marchand takes a shot. And I think Stahl got a piece of that, and the puck goes wide. Puck at the blue line. McCarr keeps it in. Horvat goes to the corner. He throws a hit. Puck squirts back to the blue line, and it'll get out. Czechia. Now with some speed, Pasternak with a step on Devon Taves, and he takes a shot, and Binnington comes out with a poke check. Pasternak now picks up the puck. He puts it across, looking for a backdoor play, but well covered there by the Canadian defenseman, Cale Makar, and the Canada will flip it down the ice. Picked up by Kempney, and he'll start out, gets the center, dumps the puck in. Binnington can't knock it down. Puck up the far side board. Stumbling there is Nick Suzuki. Puck to the front of the net. Binnington, I don't even know if he saw that one. That was a little terrifying. The puck will get dumped in once again into the Canadian zone. Puck, Parayko up the boards. Drop pass. Now McKinnon with some speed. Waits up. Plays it across the zone. Suzuki skates onto it. He'll chop it towards the front of the net, but it ends up going off the side of the net. Czechia puts the puck into the Canadian zone. Shots are 9-9. 5 minutes left to go in this first period of play. Frantic action. I have no idea how Czechia has 9 shots. That seems like Czechia is cheating. They're paying the scorekeeper to give them more shots. Now another shot to the front of the net. Block there. Good block by Drew Doughty. Now he'll work his man over in the corner. Harley's there as well, digging it out. Suzuki comes in to help out. Puck gets chopped back down, though. Oh, and Harley will play it up the boards for Crosby. Crosby can't get it out. He'll play it back. Puck ends up just in front of Binnington. Drew Doughty will play it around behind the net for Harley. And then Canada will take a second just to chill out. Cosmic Dragon. I hate that I'm working and I can't watch the game, but I'm happy I can do a job. I can listen to Holiday's amazing play-by-play. Russell is like a young Jim Robson. Thank you very much. How is it still 0-0? Is Canada washed? Welcome, Cosmic Dragon. What the hell, Hachiko? Makar with a shot to the front of the net. Saved by Dostal. Rebound squirts into the slot. Out to the neutral zone. Mark Stone will pick it up there. Takes a minute. Waits for everyone to collect themselves. Now Makar gets the center after a pass from Stone and dumps it in. Canada comes in, jars the puck off the half boards. Wilson chops to the corner. Puck around behind the net, up to the blue line. Parayko picks it up there. He plays it down for Wilson. Wilson now spins it down the boards, in behind the net. Celebrini tries to play it out front, deflects back to him. He takes it into the corner, skates up the near side boards. Plays it down into the corner, ends up behind the net for Wilson. Wilson skates behind the net, up the boards, tries to put it back to the blue line. It bounces on Morrissey, and so the puck will come out. Now Canada brings it in, offside, and then Kempney gets into Celebrini's face, and Parayko's like, let me get at him. Let me get at him, you little bitch. I dare you. You're going to go after a player on the team. You choose the 18-year-old, apparently. So Kempney continuing to prove that he is a registered bitch. Hello, Russell and everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. Go Canada, go. Go Canada, go. Go Canada, go. Hi, Mohammed. They're getting used to this tiny rink, probably, says May. Pizza and coffee, the breakfast of champions. Yep. Oh, Dan Carlos in the chat. Hello, watching you live, cheering for Canada. Canada, 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 Canada. Even though it's 12:15 a.m. here in the Philippines. Oh, man, Dan Carlo. Yeah, that's weird. Usually it would be like noon for you when we're on, right? Well, thank you very much for tuning in. One of our very favorite Filipino fans. Thanks for being here, my dude. We appreciate you. Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to have to grab another one of these. Nietzsche's has some wheels. That is true. Kevin! Oddly, I use empirical measurements at work, not metric. Laugh out loud. Every single one of Canada's 4 lines is hockeygasm. Yeah, I agree, Cal. Callum's in the chat. What's up, Callum? Nice to see you, my dude. Oh, Cale Makar blocking a shot. He's feeling it on the bench. Getting talked to by the trainers. He is still on the bench, though. Just wincing a bit. Damn it. Lost my emojis again. Oh, man. Oh, no. We're going to have to do something about that, aren't we? Enjoy. Even though I am a bit sleepy, I still have to cheer for the boys. You'll love to see it. Face off at center now. Sam Bennett can't win it, but he does step through and chop it back. 3 minutes left to go in this first period of play. Picked up by Thomas Harley. He'll skate out. He'll get to the red line, dumps the puck in. Picked up by Brad Marchand. Takes a hit. Puck behind the net now. Skips right through the slot. Pasternak through center. Gets hit by Bennett, who jars the puck free. He'll play it across there for Reinhart. Reinhart chops it up the boards. Czechia will get it out just over the blue line and then skate through center. Pass across for Pasternak. He'll take it back to his own blue line and then dump the puck in. Ends up in the far side corner. Rung around the boards there by Harley. Reiko Gudas comes out and throws a hit. Captain of Czechia. Puck up the boards, and Brandon Hagel will flip it into the Czech zone. And that's going to be an icing call as he did it from his own side of center. Learn the rules! Too much suspicious activity going on in the book Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Professor Umbridge especially. Crosby having a chat with the referee, trying to figure out what the hell they're doing. He's like, bro, are you really blind and deaf? I heard a rumor that you're blind and deaf and you want to be a ref. Oh my God, somebody call the Harry Potter police. Face-offs in Canada's zone. That is Camp failing to win the face-off. David Camp taking it against Mr. McKinnon. They do win it. Puck back to the blue line. Shot to the front of the net. Saved by Bennington. Puck to the side, and Bennington dives back and makes a save. What a desperation save from Bennington. The rebound came right out to the side of the net, and he dives back and makes a save. Oh, it was David Camp. All right, that makes sense then. Shot from the point. Bennington makes a save, and then the rebound comes out, and Bennington dives back, and David Camp can't believe it. He can't believe it. Rick Tocchet jump scare. Oh, was there Rick Tocchet on the screen? Glove save there by Bennington. What kind of suspicious activity? Fangirl, hello, you're so pretty. Where are you from? That's not a real picture. Bennington makes a save. Rebound comes out. Czechia puts it wide of the net. Suspicious behavior in chat. Canada. Puck up the boards. Bo Horvat puts it into the neutral zone, but Czechia will intercept it there. Minute 30 left to go in this first period of play. Czechia behind their own net. Queuing up is that registered bitch Kempney. Plays it up the boards there for Sedlak, who gets to the blue line and dumps it in. Preco can't get to it first. Harley, Canada, can't collect it. Puck flipped through the slot out the other side. McDavid passes across to the far side. Canada will slap it in. Mitch Marner starts skating. He'll move in on the forecheck, but Czechia will slap it up the boards. Puck bounces in the neutral zone. Parayko picks it up. He'll skate all the way back, then spins, loses a man. Apparently he can break people's ankles. He'll go across his own blue line, gets the center. dumps the puck in. Dostal comes out, tries to knock it down, can't. Crosby trying to dig it out. Stone will help out, plays it behind the net for Crosby. Crosby puts it back to the blue line, pass across for Drew Doughty. Drew Doughty puts it down behind, puck out front, and Marner with a shot to the front of it. That one ends up going off of a leg and wide. 30 seconds left to go. Pass all the way up. Good stick there by Drew Doughty to knock down a pass to the slot. Puck in front. Another good. Oh, and a pass down low. Tip just wide of the net. Mark Stone passes all the way down the ice. McDavid couldn't quite get the puck. He'll get it, though, with 10 seconds left. Pass across for Wilson. Now, shot to the front of the net. Canada scores! With only 5.7 seconds left to go in the period. Canada gets their goal back. Will there be a penalty on this one? Who knows? Because the referees are blind and deaf. Canada scores! You'll love to see it. Good hard work there by Connor McDavid. Getting in on the forecheck, jarring the puck free. And after an amazing save earlier in this period, shot to the front of the net by Mr. Cale Makar. And did they get a touch in front? Did Celebrini touch it? Let's have a look. Oh, yes! Vancouver's own Macklin Celebrini with a tip in front. And Dostal immediately is calling for a high stick, but he's a fucking idiot. And it isn't going to be a high stick because Celebrini's stick was right in front of your face, you son of a bitch. Oh, man, I'm getting lots of swear jars today. Czechia does win the ensuing face-off, but the goal will be Celebrini from Makar and McDavid. And Canada will go into this first intermission up 1-0. Woo! You'll love to see it. Oh my goodness gracious. Where is it? Let's see. People's first. Go, 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 go. Paragon for bro. Go, 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 go. Kayla, go. Evelyn, go, 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 go. Michael Scott. Morning, Russ and Chats. This is Connor Hill. Go, 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 go. Coach Rob Willie. Go, 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 go. KJ, my man. Cosmic Dragon. Go, 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 go. Fangirl. Go, go, go. And then Mohammed's like, Canada scores. And then Mohammed's like, goal. And then she goes like, celebrating my goal. And then Van I was like, LFG. Sir HCL, thank God. Our local goat says Heastone. Welcome, Sir HCL. Welcome, Heastone. Cool, says Coach Rob Willie. And then Taylor's like, go, 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 go. Morning, everyone. Let's go, Canada. All right. And then May's like, go, 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 go. All right. Let's get Dustin on the line, shall we? Oh, look at that. All right, guys. Up early in the morning. Hopefully he's had his morning coffee because he might need it because he might rant a little bit, but we'll have to wait and see. For the first time on this Canadian Olympic stream, welcome to the show, the Silver Fox, Dustin Boydell. What's up, my dude?
Morning, everybody. How is it going?
I woke up at 6 a.m., Dustin. I don't know how I did that.
Well, yeah, I'm up most mornings anyways, because I this morning I was up getting Oliver ready for school and stuff, and Katie dropped him off, thankfully. But yeah, no, it's weird watching hockey this early in the morning, that's for sure. Especially this quality of hockey, right? Like, you knew that Canada's toughest opponent in this preliminary round was going to be Czechia. Lucas Dostal, the hottest goalie in the NHL coming into this tournament. I mean, they were talking about it on the broadcast. Like, he got the starting job over Karel Vejmelka, who has 27 wins this year in Utah. And, but I mean, Dostal going 9-1 with Anaheim. Like, if you look at Anaheim's defense in front of him, like, you put Team Czechia's defense in front of him instead of Anaheim's, and this could be down to the wire game. Like, this isn't one that Canada's going to run away with. You saw it. You know, Czechia pushing hard. Binnington doesn't look super solid. He's had a couple that kind of snuck by him that he didn't even really notice the puck and made me a little nervous. But he does have that ability to lock in when he needs to in these big games. And he has that new relationship with John Cooper from the Four Nations Cup and getting that big victory. And I think John Cooper's coaching had a lot to do with pushing Binnington over that edge. I think John Cooper's coaching has an ability to get everyone focused. I mean, you look at the difference between playing for your NHL team and playing for a city and that sort of thing. And then you just see how much more it means to play for your country and wear the Canadian Maple Leaf on your jersey. When was the last time you saw Connor McDavid throw a body check in the corner on a forecheck? Like, literally never. First shift, big hit in the corner. You got Tom Wilson out there doing what Tom Wilson does. You got Captain Crosby keeping everyone focused. Like, this looks like a different Team Canada than we've seen in the past. Like, there's a goal here, and it's gold medal or nothing. I mean, you got Macklin Celebrini, the future captain of, this country. Like, he's Sidney Crosby 2.0 with arguably more physical ability when it comes to throwing hits and winning board battles and stuff. Like, Crosby did it through hockey IQ and skill, whereas Celebrini is going to do it out of sheer attrition and strength. And great job getting a tip pass to Stahl. They're going to have to get dirty goals, but a very even, balanced first period. Not a lot of downs, obviously. They got to be more careful with their sticks because this is international hockey. So when it comes to the rule book, there's no gray area like the NHL. Even saw Tom Wilson hold up on a couple hits where he was seeing guys' numbers. The NHL, he's driving that guy into the boards and taking the 2-minute boarding penalty, right? But at the international level of play, that's probably a 5-minute in a game instantly because it's a check from behind. Doesn't matter if the guy's hurt. Doesn't matter how hard he hits him. If he follows through on that hit, he's ejected. So you're seeing a lot of focus from guys that you wouldn't expect it from. There's not that nervous energy that we've seen from players playing international hockey before. So I think just overall, a great period from Canada. And I expect them to keep pushing hard in the second here. And if they can get this victory, obviously the next two, hopefully they don't overlook it. If they play like this against Switzerland and is it France, I think, the last team we play on Sunday. I mean, good freaking luck.
France is just gonna hang on, right? You got to give props to Canada for coming out hot, right? The first 5 minutes of this game was all Canada. Czechia was caved in for a minute there. Dostal obviously keeping them in that game, and then but then I mean, I don't want to praise the Czech team too much, but they also just kind of hung around for the most part. Got out of their doldrums to start it. Weren't clearly ready enough as Canada was. But the other thing, I'll give an up to Canada. Because despite the fact that the shots right now are 11-11, Canada, Czechia, but I would say that if you're going for high quality scoring chances, I would give Canada the clear advantage in that. Out of their 11 shots, I would say probably 4 or 5 of them were high quality chances, including the goal that got taken back. So you'd say 6. Yep. Out of Czechia, I'd say maybe 1. Maybe that Camp chance was their only good high scoring chance. So at least Canada's defense seems to be doing a really good job of boxing out in front of the net. And at first I was like, oh, what a save by Binnington. I was like, oh, wait, it was David Camp. Oh, right. It's still a good save, but it was still David Camp. So, but yeah, the Binnington, steady as usual, as you mentioned, but you're right. There was that one play where I don't think he even saw it, but the puck hit him. So I guess you got to be good to be lucky and luck to be good, eh?
Exactly. Right. Yeah. You got to be in the right position. That's why goalies always say if it hits the post, they were playing their position perfectly because it didn't give them anything to shoot at.
Yeah. And I mean, it's one of those things, right? Like everyone was debating who should be in net. And at the end of the day, Canada has shown a history of this for literal decades. If you win the tournament last time, which was the Four Nations, you're going to start the next tournament. And if you can play well enough to keep Canada in these games, and Binnington has showed that. He showed that in the Four Nations. That was the conversation around Binnington for the Four Nations as well. Is he good enough to be the starting goalie for Canada? Everyone was questioning it. He came up clutch in that last game against USA, made some amazing saves. So unless something crazy happens, I would probably think that Binnington gets the net for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, they might give Thompson Switzerland tomorrow because it's back to back,
Yeah.
right? And then go back to Binnington on Sunday, and then get him ready for the quarterfinals and stuff like that. But yeah, we both talked about Binnington in the Four Nations, and like I've been a pretty big Binnington basher, right? Like I don't think he's the greatest goalie on the planet, but he does have that ability to lock in. He has a Stanley Cup, and he did play incredibly that year. Like that was the year that it was between him and Elias Pettersson for the Calder Trophy, right? And it was right down to the wire. So I'll take the oopsie saves as long as we're not seeing any of those oopsies get by him. Then I'll take it. And look, I didn't mean to start an argument in chat about who's going to be the captain of Canada in the future. I just meant Macklin, like in 20 years, is still maybe going to be like Sidney Crosby at 39 and being the captain of this country. Like, yes, of course, Connor McDavid will probably be the next captain, or Cale Makar. Literally any player on this team could be the captain of the team. You put the names in a hat and you pick one, right? It's just, I'm just so impressed what Celebrini does at the age of 19. I don't foresee him taking the type of hits that Crosby took early in his career, where he almost jeopardized in his entire career by having concussion issues. That's just the difference I see in Celebrini, right? Like he's just going to be a dominant player for our country for the rest of his career. And that's really exciting to see. That's more what I was trying to say. It's just, I saw it going off. I'm like, everybody calm down.
The Canucks Nation lost the legend. Jim Robson passed away the other day, 91 years old. I mean, I think the perfect picture I saw on Twitter is this one here. It's John Shorthouse, Jim Robson, and Jim Houston walking together. There are three of the goats of play-by-play, and obviously Jim Robson had a big influence on all the broadcasters. A quote here from Tom Larscheid on Ian McIntyre's page: "We worked side by side for a dozen years, and I'll always be grateful for him teaching me how to prepare for a hockey broadcast. Jim Robson was a consummate professional and a great guy. May he rest in peace." So I know, Dustin, you did you say you met Jim Robson at one point? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I did. So it was just a chance encounter. One year, this was years ago, they had Hockey Day in Canada. You know how they have the Hockey Day, but they were hosting it at the Richmond Olympic Oval, and it was right close to when they had the 2010 Olympics, right? So it was NHL capitalizing on the popularity of Vancouver and stuff at the time. And so me and a buddy were like, oh, let's go check it out. And so we parked and hopped on the shuttle from the parking lot to the Olympic Oval, and hear this voice talking at the back. And it's unmistakable, right? Like if you grew up in the 90s and became Canucks fans like when we did, you knew Jim Robson's voice. It was iconic, right? It was unmistakable. And so I heard him at the back of the bus. And so when we got off the shuttle, I just kind of waited and I just introduced myself and said, it's amazing to meet you, sir. Like, I love everything that you've ever done. And your voice is like burned in my mind. I can still hear him. I mean, they got the clips, right? So you can bring it up, but like even just in my mind, I can hear him saying, Pavel Bure, double overtime. And just the way he pronounced Bure, it was like the Bure, and the Greg Adams call, and he'll play. There's just so many moments. And I think one of the most important things is that he never had an ego. He was always had time for absolutely anybody. And his storytelling, like all his friends in broadcasting have talked about, is unparalleled. Yeah, he just could talk about the Canucks forever. And if anyone in this world deserved to see this organization win a Stanley Cup, it was Jim Robson. And it's just absolutely heartbreaking that they couldn't get it done in 2011. I think, to me, 2011 hurts so much more now that Jim's gone and they didn't get it done for him, because that was the chance to do it for him, and they just didn't get it done. And so just an amazing gentleman, super classy. And the other point I want to make is something that, you and I try to bring to our show is the unbiased view. While still being Canucks fans, there's always two teams playing the hockey game, and there's a full NHL out there. And that was something he did. You know, you watch some out-of-town broadcasters and you see them just using numbers of the away team. It's like, oh, or just saying, oh, the Canucks player or whatever. But Robson knew both teams front to back, which players' names, and it was always a very even call, even though you could tell how the game was going just by listening. For 5 minutes, you could tell if which team was winning, which team was playing well, if it was a good game, if it was a boring game, if it was a blowout. You didn't need to hear the score. You could just tell from his emotion and his passion. So for sure a Hall of Famer. I cried many times listening to all the stories and people talking about him. But absolute class act. And I hope, we can still get one as an organization for him in spirit. And I know he'll be watching down from up above when it does happen one day.
Yeah, they'll have the best soundtrack in heaven for that. He'll be calling the game up there.
Yeah, no kidding, eh?
Yeah, I didn't plan to cry on my stream the other night, and all of a sudden I was. So here we are.
Well, and I was crying watching you, so thanks for that.
All right, I was on Canucks Uncensored again. Apparently, I like to go on Canucks Uncensored and rant about Pettersson.
It's where you get all your swear jar feelings out.
So me and you have discussed this like a lot because obviously this is something that you can't get away from in this market. People just can't help but poop on Petey. It's just like, it's insane. He is the default setting. I mean, but you put together some numbers because, and me and you have talked about this. You've heard this comparison before. Petey is Datsuk like that. And anyone who's like, oh, you're crazy. You're crazy. All right, Dustin, tell me what numbers you ran and why you came to this conclusion.
So, arguably, Pavel Datsuk, the best post-cap or post-lockout era two-way forward, right?
Yep.
Like one of the best. When you say Pavel Datsuk, everyone thinks Selke Trophy. Two-way forward, amazing back check in the neutral zone. But what people don't realize is that the cap started in 2006 after the lockout in 2004, right? At the time, it was $44 million. It is currently 95.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you do the in 2006, Pavel Datsuk signed a contract at the age of 27 at $6.7 million cap hit on a $50 million cap, which is approximately 13.3% of the cap. He was the highest paid player on Detroit at the time. So if you look at that for now numbers with Petey, when Petey's first year kicked in, he was 27 years old, 11.6 cap hit on an $88 million cap, which is approximately 13.2% of your cap. So your highest paid player, right? Datsuk only scored 30 goals in 3 seasons and hit 97 points twice. Yet some people would argue that he could be considered for the Hall of Fame. But he was always a quiet leader, had an A on his jersey. He wasn't a physical guy. He didn't throw any hits. He was just a good two-way guy, drew a lot of penalties, was solid defensively. But the big difference is that Pavel Datsuk had a $6 million winger named Henrik Zetterberg scoring 40 goals every year, pushing his assist totals up to 60, 70 assists a year. He also had, in the first couple of years, Johan Franzen, Thomas Holmstrom. Like, the team was built well around him. It wasn't him who was elevating other players. As soon as he lost Zetterberg, his numbers plummeted and he went back to the KHL. But the value of a two-way forward that can play power play, penalty kill, both ends of the ice, you want him out there in the last 2 minutes of the game. That's the value of that is hard to quantify in the modern NHL because you have so many people who watch the box scores. And I think that's the hardest thing when you're trying to convince people about what Pettersson is. He doesn't have that winger. And if he had an elite scoring winger that could finish, he would have 50 assists this season. And that's the most frustrating thing about it is he's trying his ass off, but because we suck, it doesn't show. And so I just want him to go have fun in these Olympics. He was +2 yesterday. You know, had a really good chance on the breakaway. He got stoned by a goalie who was standing on his freaking head, made 46 saves, and, you know, tore his groin on that save. So, you know, I'm it's just really hard to listen to guys that frustrated with him while he's over at the Olympics and they're still talking about his ice time and crap. So I just needed to get that off my chest, that when you look at the value, you gotta get rid of the 11.6 and realize that they don't have the elite winger to push him to the level that he needs to be at.
Looks like, Dustin, these intermissions are going to be even shorter. We're going to have a hard time fitting all this stuff in here. So we'll get back to the Ben Berard and then we'll review the other games that happened recently. But thank you, Dustin, for the Rusty and Dusty sideshow as usual. You're great. And we'll have you back on for the Rusty and Dusty postgame show. And enjoy the second and third period, brother.
Absolutely. You as well. Go Canada.
Woo! The Silver Fox stopping by. Yep. Play just underway here. Nothing really happening so far. We're going to have to figure out the timing because with the NHL games, we've got the timing down pat. But with this Olympic tournament, I think the intermissions might be a little bit more tight. So here we are. Czechia with a shot. Blocked there. Good hit there by Suzuki. Picked up by Pareko. He'll play it out for Nathan McKinnon, who chops it into the Czech zone. Stopped by Dostal behind the net. Kempny plays it out into the neutral zone. Dumped in deep by Mr. Tomasek. But Canada will bring it right back out. Dumping it in. Dostal stops it behind his own net. Plays it around the boards. Canada keeps it in. Puts it down low. McDavid protects the puck. Puts it off the back of the net. Skating onto it's Tom Wilson, who plays into the corner. Celebrating, chips it over for McDavid. McDavid out front for Tom Wilson, and Tom Wilson has the puck come off of his stick at the last second, so can't get the shot off. Puck chopped in there by Tomaszek. Canada, though, brings it up the boards. Goes off the referee, but it bounces to a Canadian player. Celebrating, brings it over the blue line. Dishes there for McDavid. McDavid puts it towards the front of that. Dostal makes a save. Celebrating, gets the rebound. Plays it up the boards for McDavid. McDavid plays it behind the net, but unfortunately no one was there, so Czechs will skate it out into the neutral zone. Back check there by Celebrini, and Bakar will take his man into the corner. Puck up the boards. Bo Horvat can't play it out of the zone, and it'll go back to the blue line. Czechs will pick it up there, firing it towards the front of the net. Deflects into the corner, back to the blue line. Hronek plays it across to the far side. Shot to the front of the net, but Binnington blockers it to the side. Rebounds picked up there. Canada plays it out. Celebrini passes up for Horvat. Horvat gets bumped off the puck, loses his glove, picks it up. And then the Czechs will take it into the corner and just kind of put it into the boards. So Foxa now plays it around the boards. Hronek passes out to the neutral zone, but outside the reach of the intended target. And with 17 minutes left to go in this second period of play, the Czechs have iced the puck. Learn the rules. Ooh. Rusty and Dusty, Rusty and Dusty, Rusty and Dusty, Rusty and Dusty. Shannon's here. What's up, Shannon? Nice to see you. Go, Canada, go. Canada wins the draw. Nietzsche steps through, tries to get it. They're calling a hand pass now. I guess the faceoff will come out to the neutral zone. Marner looks confused by the whole situation. Tillo's here. Canada, 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 Canada. PD is worth 11 million, not this year, but 2 years he will be worth his weight in gold. He's not giving up on plays. He's back checking is great. Much better than we could say about JT Miller. Yep. Did you go out for breakfast, Coach Rob? Czechs win the next faceoff. They'll play it in the neutral zone. Pasternak flips it into the slot. Nietzsche's back to the blue line for Pasternak, who plays it back for Nietzsche's. Tries to give it back for Pasternak. Back to the blue line. Kept in there just barely by Kempny. He fires it towards the front of the net. Rebound comes out. Binnington makes a save. And then Canadian defense laying their body down to block that puck. Czechia puts it off the boards. Intercepted there by a Canadian player. Can't see his number. Now Stone carries it out. Tries to pass across for Crosby, but the puck gets deflected. Puck around the boards. Pinching in is Cale Makar. Takes a hit. gets the puck free, but on the second effort, Czechia will chop it down the ice. Devon Taves, graduate of my alma mater, the Yale Secondary Hockey Academy, gets the puck out of the zone. McKinnon chops to the side, skating onto his Suzuki. He puts it to the side for McKinnon. McKinnon into the slot, out of the reach of Hagel. Hagel spun around, gets the puck free for Suzuki, though. Back to the blue line. Theodore puts it across for Parayko. Now Parayko chops the puck down the boards. Dostal comes out, cues it up there for his defenseman. Puck around the board, shot to the front of the net by Shea Theodore, and the puck deflects out of play with 15:31 left to go in the second period of play here. Canada leads 1-0 on a first period goal by Macklin Celebrini. Yes, says Coach Rob. Where did you go? And then Thomas is like, go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. McDavid wins the faceoff. Back to the blue line. Shot to the front of the net. Deflected wide. Recovered by Wilson. Back to the blue line. Theodore puts it towards the front of the net. Dostal makes it save. Puck gets cleared up the boards. Near side. Wilson recovers it for a moment. Plays it down low, but it gets deflected out into the neutral zone. Now Canada slaps it back in. Dostal stops it, but loses it. Parayko comes in. Plays it up front. Macklin Celebrini with a good shot and a save by Dostal with a blocker. Just barely getting that one. Macklin Celebrini flying out there. Throws a hit, jars the puck free, gets it out for McDavid. McDavid plays it up front in the slot. Dostal makes another blocker save, but he can't clear up the rebound. Kept in at the blue line by Shea Theodore. Puck bounces over the stick of Thomas Harley. He'll play it down the boards, though. In behind the net. Chopped up by Reinhart. Canada changing at the bench. Drew Doughty fires it into the corner. Reinhart can't get to the puck. Up the boards, back to the blue line. Across from Doughty, over for Harley. Harley can't handle the puck and it'll come out. Marchand skates the puck over the blue line, dumps it in. Not deep, though. And the Czechs will dump it all the way down the ice. Drew Doughty in, pokes the puck away from... Oh, I thought Gudis was the captain. It's not. Interesting. Well, count me wrong. Well, the Czechs have it in their own zone. They'll play it onto the neutral zone, up to the Canadian blue line. Now they'll bring it in offside. An offside call right at the blue line. So the faceoff will come outside the Canadian zone. Ryan H. in the chat. Good morning, all. Let's go, Canada. Paragraph Pro says, Tillo, future Vezina winner. Canada wins the draw, and they'll dump it down the ice. Not enough for icing, apparently. Marner in on the forecheck. Waits for help to arrive. Stone plays it up the boards. Crosby tries to dig it out. He puts it around behind the net. Stone picks it up in the far corner, leaves it for Marner, who plays it behind the net for Crosby. Crosby puts it back to the blue line. Devon Taves across from Makar. He throws it through the top of the slot. No one there to tip it, though. And the Czechs will chip it out to the neutral zone. Canada scores! Team Canada into the zone, and they put the puck in the back of the net. Look at that. Team Canada puts the puck in the net. 13:20 left to go in the second period of play, and Canada takes a 2-0 lead against the Czechs. Woo! You love to see it. Mitch Marner getting the rebound and putting it past. What a one-touch pass into the middle. Crosby puts it down for Marner. And Marner puts it out in front for Mark Stone. Woo! Canada scores to make it 2-0. You'll love to see it. Marner chips the puck across the top of the crease, and Mark Stone with a wide open net puts it past Dostal, and Canada in the second period makes it 2-0. Puck goes out of play at the Canadian bench. Dustin Boydell showing up with a 5 gifted membership flying out into the chat. X-May, Rail Puck, Ontario Secret, Humongous, Aiden Kelly, all getting free gift of memberships courtesy of the Silver Fox, Dustin Boydell, May, Rail Puck, Ontario Secret, Humongous, and Aiden Kelly, all getting free gift of memberships courtesy of Dustin Boydell. So thank you very much, Dustin, for your donations to Dobby College Education Fan. I appreciate you. Dono hype, Dustin hype, Hockey Spirit, great start to the Olympics so far. Woo! Just incredible in the chat. What's up, my dude? Woo! What a pass. Yeah, Mitch Marner doing what he did in the Four Nations Cup, getting an assist. You'll love to see it. Canada scores. Fangirls like, Canada scores. Go, 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 go. And then Hockey Spirit's like, yeah, baby. And then Fangirls like, Dustin hype. It's all about the can tuna, says Ontario Secret. And then Tillo's like, go, 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 go. And Hachiko's like, go, 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 go. And then Evelyn's like, goalie, 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 go, 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 go. And then Coach Rob Willie's like, go, 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 go. And then Dustin Boydell's like, wow, what a pass by Marner. Holy crap. And then Bobby's like, go, 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 go. And then John's like, go, 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 go. I wonder how Bedard is taking this. He should have been here. Dostal is sick. Yeah. Future Vezina winner for sure. Yeah, all started there by Crosby poking it down for Marner. And then Marner with a backhand pass. Is that a backhand sauce pass? A backhand sauce pass across for Mark Stone. Oh my goodness gracious. Put that picture on a stamp. What a beauty. Mohammed, goal! And then Ontario Secret gets his free gift of membership and immediately uses it to put out the goal emoji. You love to see it. Thank you very much, Dustin Boydell, once again. Canada, 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 Canada. Large Trevor Linden! Swerving. Go, 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 go. That was the nasty. Haha, what a sauce by Mitchie. Brain is melting watching and it's slow-mo. I know. The backhand sauce is crazy. All right. Theodore picks it up in his own zone. Plays it out into the neutral zone. Canada dumps it deep. McKinnon takes a bump. Plays the puck deep. Back to the blue line. Shot by Devon Taves. Puck goes wide. Bounces. Canada picks it up. Back to the blue line. Intercepted there by Pasternak. Bad pass by Pasternak, though. And Nietzsche will pick it up, skating in, drops the puck, but now it's a 2-on-1 for Canada. Hagel coming in with McDavid. Across for Hagel, back to McDavid. He shoots it. Dostal makes a save, coming across with the left pad. Rebound recovered by Canada. What a ridiculous play there as Dostal comes across and prevents this one from becoming a 3-0 game. 2-on-1, Hagel and McDavid. McDavid over for Hagel. Hagel puts it back over McDavid. And McDavid ran out of space and Dostal with a glove save. McDavid even gets the rebound, gets another chance on it. Dostal manages to stop that one too as McDavid couldn't elevate it enough to get it over the pad and the glove of Dostal. Whoo-wee! Oh, what a save. Dustin Hunt. Chico says, gold medal alert. Francesca Lollobrigida. Italy wins the 5,000 speed skating. Interesting. Holy shit, says Tillo. What a game. I'm fired up, says Paragolfer Bro. Dustin's feeling it. Robbed. All right. Drew Doughty tries to play it up the boards, ends up getting blocked. Now he's trying to get it with his hand, but can't. Puck still in the corner. Now chopped behind the net. Puck up the boards, back to the blue line. Hronek plays it down the boards. Puck comes all the way around to the other side. Puck up the boards. Tom Wilson hits his man, jars the puck free, but the Czech teammate comes in to help out. Shot to the front of the net. Binnington doesn't have to make a save as the rebound. He gets, and then Hronek gets knocked down by Tom Wilson. They're going to call that a penalty, I guess. Or is it a hand pass? Okay, they're calling it a hand pass. Hronek gets knocked on his booty by Tom Wilson trying to glove that puck down. And they're going to call it a hand pass as Hronek knocked it over to his teammate. Yeah, Tom Wilson taking out Hronek. Hronek jumping to get it. and they gloved it down. So that'll be a hand pass. The faceoff will be right at center ice. Shots are 17-17 now. Paragraph Pro, what was the jersey you were wearing? Canada dumps the puck into the Czech zone. Puck back to the blue line. Shot to the front of net. Parayko. Dostal makes a save. Puck ends up in the corner. Got Horvat. Plays it down low for Marchand, who puts it out front, but that one deflects away from Reinhart. Canada will play it down behind Reinhart. Picks it up. Puts it back to the blue line. Shot to the front of net by Theodore. Dostal makes a save. Brad Marchand tries to jar it free. Now Horvat gets in there. Tussling there with number 23, Sedlak. 10:49 left to go in the second period of play. Woo! Gary Wiseman, just some random one I picked up around Canada Day years back. Thought it was cool and unique. Yeah, it's dope. Thank you, sir. Get him, Marchie! Yep. I gotta make sure I'm drinking water too. Mitch Marner with a beautiful backhand sauce pass. Crazy. All right, Bennett, Marchand, and Reinhart out there. We got a full Florida line with Makar and Taves on the back end. So we got the Florida line. Bennett jars it free for Marchand, who plays it off of a skate of Hronek, deflects into the corner. Foxa plays it around the boards, out to the neutral zone. Marchand hits his man. Bennington comes out of his net, pokes it into the corner. Little goaltender adventure there. Canada plays up the boards, kept in just barely at the blue line. And then Hronek fires it towards Bennington. He'll glove it down and play it to the side for Makar. Makar takes his time, plays it across for Taves. Taves over center, dumps the puck in, rung around the boards, comes up the far side. Hronek plays it back to the blue line. Sidney Crosby puts it down low for Stone. Stone puts it back for Crosby, who rings it around the boards. Puck kept in there by number 20, Thomas Harley, around the boards. Mitch Marner plays it down for Crosby. Good pass play. Mark Stone now pass across into the slot. Marner tries the one-touch pass down for Crosby, but it doesn't work. And the Czechs will skate out. Pasternak over the blue line, puts it in the middle, taken away there by Harley. Harley plays it behind the net. Canada plays it all the way out into the neutral zone. Marner chips it to the side, and Drew Doughty will chop it in from center ice. Dostal will knock it down there for his defenseman Kempney. Kempney all the way out to the blue line. Nietzsche's takes it, puts it back to the middle of the ice. Kempney shoots it towards the front of the net, and Suzuki will block it. Back to the blue line. Shot to the front of the net. Parayko has it in his equipment. Puck now drops down. Camp plays it up the boards. Back to the blue line. Shot to the front of the net. Tichacek couldn't get it through as it was blocked. Canada skates out now. 3-on-2 if they effort. Puck down low and a backhand pass down for McKinnon from Suzuki, but it was a bouncing puck, so McKinnon couldn't make contact. Canada will start to change now. Ruda gets hit by Hagel. Binnington stops it behind his net. Now he'll backhand it out of the zone himself, out to the neutral zone. Canada picks it up. Now McDavid with some speed. Skating in, takes a shot, and Dostal makes a blocker save. Puck ends up going off the side of the net. Puck into the neutral zone. Puck into the middle, and Canada will intercept it and chip it all the way down the ice. Not going to be... They're going to call it icing, even though it didn't actually go over the red line, because not only are the refs blind and deaf, apparently the linesmen are as well. So can we get a rule book in chat for the linesmen? Because that was not icing. That wasn't even close to icing. Okay, maybe it was close to icing, but it shouldn't have been called an icing. You dumb son of a gun. Take note of the 5-man protect the slot. Good coaching versus the chaos man-on-man. Puck chasing us. Canucks are forced to watch. True. Canada wins the draw after the icing. Now McDavid through the slot. Kicks it towards the goaltender. Was trying to go through a couple guys. Then Tom Wilson comes flying in. Oh my God, what is this? It's 3D camera angle. Oh my God, what was that? Some kind of new camera angle. Okay. I got to go make another coffee. I'll be right back. Okay, coffee's brewing. I also think the commercial breaks are shorter for this tournament. It's why Tampa Bay has remained atop in the league while suffering injuries to some key players, including Hedman. Yep. It's so nice to watch structured hockey, laughing and sweating. Callum, it's so much fun watching a hockey team that I can actually cheer for to win. Puck down the ice after a face-off win by Czechia, picked up by Harley. He'll play it off the boards. Down into the Czech zone. Dostal will play it around the boards after stopping behind his own net. Celebrini tries to jar it free for Wilson. McDavid comes in, pokes at the puck, but Czechia will come up with it, playing it to the side, and Stransky will play it down the ice. Dowdy plays it up the boards. Puck ends up going all the way down into the Czech zone. Wilson lays his man out. Big hit there in the corner as Reko Gudas fell the full force of Tom Wilson. Cannon now skates in. Reinhart puts it into the slot and it goes just wide of the far post. Harley coming down from the point, plays it behind the net for Reinhart. Reinhart skates out, puts it into the slot, checked away from Sam Bennett, and Stransky will play it into the neutral zone. Brindle plays it back to the blue line, but that's intercepted by Team Canada. Into the neutral zone. Now it's going to be offside. How is that not offside? Wow. So the linesmen are stupid because that should have been offside. What a save on the post. He just puts it down for Pasternak, and Binnington makes a good save with his left pad, and Canada will chop it down the ice. That whole play shouldn't have happened because that should have been offside. But as I mentioned, the linesmen are blind and deaf. Yeah, Reko Gudas is getting taken out by Tom Wilson. Luckily, for him, he saw it coming. Tom Wilson throwing his weight around. Thanks, Coach Rob Willie, says Shannon. They could be Shannon, but they want the best players to be from the NHL. Yeah. So let me get this straight. The Canadian men need to be from the NHL and can't be like from the Abbotsford Canucks or any other farm teams. So Shannon, there's actually 2 Abbotsford Canucks in the Olympics. So Lucas Reichel is playing for Germany, and Henri Vavinskis is playing for Latvia. So there is actually 2 members of the Abbotsford Canucks playing in the Olympics. Czechs win the draw. Hronek throws it towards the front of the net. Binnington makes a save. Rebound comes in front, and then Binnington will grab the rebound as well with 6:20 left to go in the second period of play. Exactly why he was picked. Yeah, Tom Wilson out there to cause some havoc with his big old body. Yeah, Binnington makes a save through a crowd. Rebound comes out front. He covers the bottom of the net. Yeah, doesn't even see it. And he actually gets slapped on the forehead by a stick there too for a moment. Face off in the Canadian zone. You'll love to see it. Oh, a clean face-off win. Right back for Cass, and he fires it right towards Binnington. And right off, that was a set play. Kampf with a good face-off win right back for Cass. And shot right off the draw. Sidney Crosby. Oh, thank you very much, Boo. I appreciate you. I didn't have time. These commercial breaks are only like a minute long. Camp can't win this one against Crosby. They had Crosby and Horvat out there just in case. So Horvat chasing his man down in the neutral zone. Czechs will chop it down into the Canadian zone. Now they'll pick it up in the neutral zone and they'll throw it down. Binnington stops it behind his own net. Plays it to the side for Theodore. Shea Theodore over the blue line, gets the center, dumps the puck in hard around the boards. Mitch Marner tips it up for Crosby. Crosby banks it a little bit down, but Czechia will chop it up the boards and they'll work it out. And then Cervenka. Oh no. The Czech names are killing me again. Puck down in behind the net. Czechs chop it around the boards. But they'll take control and throw it out to the neutral zone. Picked up in the Canadian zone. Canada flips it out. Thomas Harley puts it all the way down the ice, though. That's going to be an icing call against Team Canada. Learn the rules. So I guess the junior Canada team is one that Abbotsford can play on. Any hockey players can be selected for the Olympics. Just most of the time, the best players are from the NHL, not junior. They are players from the CHL, like the Royals ages. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Dustin. No problem, Shannon. Learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules. Oh. Foxa gets a warning. McKinnon wins the draw. Canada will flip it down the ice after the icing call. McKinnon back into his own zone for Drew Doughty. Up for McKinnon. Plays it into the middle for Harley. Harley tips the puck over to Suzuki, who will put it deep. McKinnon comes in, jars the puck free, puts it back to the blue line. Pass across to the far side. Parayko takes a shot towards the front of that, deflects into the corner. McKinnon tries to jar the puck free, but there was no support there. And Czechia will put the puck all the way down the ice. And with 4:47 left to go, they've iced the puck. Learn the rules! Learn the rules, learn the rules, learn the rules. I will start to message you for any hockey questions I have, Dustin. Oh, crap. I thought Rusty got swept into the air during the rapture. No, I would not be swept away. Oh, my gosh. Just wait for the acting job. Jan Ruda with an Oscar-worthy performance. Spacek picks up the puck, plays it out to the neutral zone. Parayko puts it deep. Tom Wilson moves in on the forecheck, hits his man from behind. McDavid there as well. Czechia plays it up for Pasternak at the Canadian blue line, but he gives it away in Canada. Macklin Celebrini plays it deep. Puck in on Dostal, and he'll hang on to it as McDavid charges in. And Dostal will hang on to it with 4:23 left to go. Major General shows up with 5 gifted. What's up, Major? It's this guy right here. He's got his jersey retired. Major General showing up with 5 gifted memberships. No reason. Project Glenn, being in, Ricky Content Consumer, and Carol Mitchell all getting free gifted memberships courtesy of Major General, which you love to see. So thank you very much, Major. Just showing up out of the blue, donating to Dobby's College Education Fund. I appreciate you. And he says, good morning. Yeah, good morning to Project Glenn, being in, Ricky Content Consumer, and Carol Mitchell, all getting free gift memberships, courtesy of this beauty right here. And this one right here. Yeah, he's right here and right here. That's Major General, everyone. Donating to Dobby's College Education Fund. I appreciate it, my dude. Welcome. Hi, Major, says Kayla. And then Peoples first, or Bobby is like, Major. And then Thomas is like, Major. You love to see it. What an absolute beauty. Thank you, Major. Put a Keurig coffee machine for games that you need coffee. The kitchen is literally just outside my door. I live in an apartment, so it's pretty small. But my wife was nice enough. I did brew it. And then my wife, Crystal, brought it in for me when it was done. I appreciate her. Good advice, Shannon. Shannon's like, Major. So it looks like they got Thompson on the bench for Canada as their backup goalie. Yeah, Logan Thompson backing up. And I found out today, I should have known this before. Logan Thompson is from my hometown, Calgary. Calgary. Canada wins the faceoff to the board. Suzuki battles for it there. Plays it down low for Hagel. Hagel cuts to the front of the net. Dostal makes a good save there. Puck in behind Kampf. Plays it into the corner. Now the puck all the way down the ice for another icing call against Czechia. They apparently still have not learned the rules. Do you think they not know that this is still hockey? Right? Interesting. Thomas trying not to get caught at work. Laugh out loud. Let's go, Canada! I'll try and keep it down. Okay. Canada lines up McDavid. Wins the faceoff back. Oh, a chop to the net by Celebrini. He gets knocked down too. Czechia picks up the puck and they'll skate out into the neutral zone. I guess he won't get caught if I'm whispering, right? Puck into the slot. Shot. Deflects just wide. Canada gets the rebound, but Gudas will keep it into the blue line, chopping it down. Devon Taves slips the puck high into the neutral zone. Knocked down there by Gudas, but picked up by Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson in the middle for McDavid. He gets stripped of the puck. Puck back to the blue line. Makar tries to play it down low. Harley will pick it up in the neutral zone. Canada's got 100 people on the ice. No call, though. You might have been able to make a penalty call there. But luckily, Canada stopped it before it got too deep. Czechia dumps it in. Canada picks it up. Harley gets hit. He'll play it behind the net for Doughty. Doughty gets hit. He'll play it up the boards. Reinhardt picks it up. He plays it across there for Harley, who joins the rush. He'll dump the puck around the board, skating in. Puck for Marchand. Gets double teamed in the corner. Comes out with it somehow. Reinhardt picks it up, plays it out front. Puck deflects high so that it couldn't be knocked down. Marchand tried to knock it down. Harley, first one back into the Canadian zone. He plays it up for Marchand. Marchand puts it in the middle. Good speed there. Horvat right down the slot. Deep to the back end. Scores! Bo Horvat right down the slot. Pass. Canada scores to make it 3-0 in the second period. Canada takes the lead 3-0. Bo Horvat, former Vancouver Canuck captain, with an absolute beauty with speed coming right down the slot, pass to the middle, and he puts it backhand right through Dostal, through the 5-hole. Woo! Canada leads 3-0. I'm red in the face again. I'm representing my country with my face. Brad Marchand with a beautiful pass to find Bo Horvat. And he just does a little nice deep to the, and he took a big old pump. Bo Horvat, what a beauty with speed. Deeks to the backhand and slides another Dostal right through the 5-hole. And Canada leads with 2:34 left to go in this first period or second period of play. Czech fans hang their heads, disappointed, sad. Horvat from Marchand and Harley. You'll love to see it. Canada digs the puck back out, back to the blue line, comes out, so they'll have to retreat. Theodore chops the puck towards the blue line. Crosby moves in on the forecheck, hits his man, Selak, but can't get it. Now Crosby gets the puck behind the net, takes a hit, keeps the puck, loses it now after he gets double teamed. Puck up the near side boards, into the neutral zone, picked up there by Parayko. He'll play it across for Theodore. Theodore up for Marner. Marner dumps the puck in slowly into the near side corner. Canada will change. McKinnon plays it up the boards, but that one gets deflected, and Czechia will skate through the neutral zone. Into the far side corner they go. Stransky, good work there, but he loses the puck. Now they'll play it behind the net. Puck up the near side boards. Gudas comes down, gets hit by McKinnon, manages to play it down behind the net. Faksa gets pinned to the boards by Taves. Suzuki comes in to help. Kubalik comes in to help as well. Puck jarred free. Biddington plays it behind the net. Hagel plays it across. Kept in at the blue line, but Canada will intercept it there, and they'll start skating out. Now Makar dishes for McKinnon. Hagel puts it across for Taves, and he'll throw it towards the front of the net with just under a minute left to go in the second period of play, Dostal makes another glove save, and he'll hang on, Cosmic Dragon. That's funny, Russ, because I was born in Calgary too. Moved to Vancouver when I was 2. Cosmic Dragon. I moved out here when I was 7. It was like a month before my 8th birthday, I think. So we moved out here in 92, my dude. Calgary brothers together. And you're a Canucks fan too, right? Like me? How did you become a Canucks fan? Because I became a Canucks fan because my cousins were from BC. Kayla's like, let's go, Bo! Horvat's a Swerve and Irvin. Fangirl's like, go, 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 go. Shannon's like, Bo Horvat. Until I was like, go, 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 go. Ryan H is like, woo! Canada, 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 Canada. Czechia flips the puck down the ice. First one on to it is Harley. He'll play it around behind the net for Doughty, who flips a high pass out into the neutral zone. Tom Wilson can't handle it, but it'll dribble right in on Dostal, plays it to the side for Hronek, who gives the puck away, and a pass in the slots knocked down. McDavid had a good chance there. Good work there by Wilson. McDavid tries to give it to him, but can't get the puck. Now Celebrini picks it up. He skates up the boards, fires it down low, and McDavid tries to skate up front. Good stick there by Hronek to prevent McDavid from getting a good chance. Now Celebrini plays it over McDavid. He spins in behind the net, plays it up front, shot to the front of the net. That one goes wide. Was that Wilson? Yeah, Wilson. Puck squirts out of the Czech zone, and Mr. Drew Doughty will have to recoil back into his own zone, and they'll just take a minute. No, they're going to pass all the way up. McDavid now in, puts the puck down low, just outside the reach of Celebrini. He'll chop it towards the front of the net. And just like that, it's the end of the second period. We move into the second intermission. And Canada leads 3-0 on a beautiful goal by Bo Horvat. All right. So now it's time to bring on Dave Brindle, guys. So the first time we've had Dave Brindle on for this Olympic tournament. Get these earbuds in so I can hear the beauty. You'll love to see it. How's it going, Dave? Can you hear me all right? Good. Good. I just got you in the background, so I'll just introduce you quickly and then bring you on for a chat. So Dave Brindle has been a news anchor and sportscaster for many decades, so he's got lots of experience. I think he's been probably doing it since before I was born. I had the pleasure of being his radio producer, or as he likes to put it, the man who pushed his buttons back in the day on Talk 1410, the Buzz of Vancouver. But we're going to get him on the show. He's going to be our special guest intermission guy for the run of the entire Olympics. So for the first time in this Olympics, let's bring him on here. Here he is, introducing Dave Brindle. How's it going?
When were you born?
1984.
No, I've been doing this 40 years, so I'm much older than you are, Russ.
I thought you were 35.
Yeah, sure. Boy, that was a second period.
Oh, wow. I mean, so much to talk about. You even saw, I think one thing I'd like to ask about, how much for a tournament like this is it good for a team? Because you even saw a moment there where you had the 3 Florida Panther players on the forward line, and they had Cale Makar and Devon Taves, so you got a lot of familiarity just from playing in the NHL. John Cooper is smart to take advantage of that kind of thing, eh?
Oh, John Cooper is a master strategist. You got me early in the morning, so I might stumble on a few words. Master strategist, and probably his hardest job is to control so many egos on that team. But that team is there for one reason, and that's to represent Canada. There's no egos in that dressing room. And the sense of pride you felt when you first saw that Maple Leaf emblazoned red jersey, I think anyone who was watching the game this morning at opening face-off had to feel a little bit special. But that was some second period. I thought it would be much closer than it was, but the chemistry started to develop between the lines. I mean, some of those goals scored. The tip by Celebrini, Marner's goal was just gorgeous. And Marchand, Come on. Yeah, sure, you can score the greasy goals. Great. It's worth a point. But when you get some of these beautiful goals and the passing in those 3 goals was fantastic.
I love the you got the Canadian outfit on there, just the plaid, so that works very well here.
Sporting the colors.
Well, I mean, let's talk about that Mitch Marner backhand pass to Mark Stone, because that's a high skill play. The backhand sauce across the top of the crease. As a Canucks fan, we've been watching a lot of crap hockey lately. So to see them pull off this kind of high level hockey this early in the morning, it's something you don't see very often.
Well, let's remember that play started with Crosby.
Yep.
To Marner, and then to Stone. No, sorry. That was to Stone.
Yeah.
You know, I think on a play like that, well, with all the lines, you want to see the chemistry develop, and it certainly did with the McDavid line. McDavid, he came out to win that game on his first time he was on the ice. He went into the boards and checked. He knew he was going. I mean, McDavid, he's going for the gold. Nothing will satisfy him other than the goal, and it showed in that first period. He was checking, he was throwing his body around, and he was playmaking. You can see McDavid out there. He's there for the assists. He's not necessarily there for the goals, but he wants to be there for the assists, the playmaker, to make sure the puck gets in the goal. But man, he had some chances in that second period. I mean, twice, once on the shot, once on the rebound. And then that other he had multiple opportunities, and so far in this game, he can carry that team on his back, but he doesn't have to. And that's the beauty of the thing.
I mean, that's the great thing. I mean, you'll probably hear this answer multiple times throughout this tournament. They'll ask about a specific performance from an individual player, and the answer will be, I'm playing for the crest on the front, not the name on the back. And I think you're seeing that exactly, right? McDavid can score goals like crazy, and yet he's more than happy to just set up the other guys on his lines.
That was a beautiful pass from Dottie to Marchand. How do you think the defensive pairings have been?
I was a little worried seeing some of the pairings, but it looks like they actually have been. They're showing chemistry right off the bat. Like the Harley and the Doughty pair, I thought might be a little harder to deal with because they can both tend to be a little bit more offensive guys, but I guess Harley does have that defensive side. So a couple tweaks from the practices that we've seen, but it looks like John Cooper has found the chemistry early in this tournament, and it looks like there's a full 12 years of energy built up in this Canadian lineup.
And with defensive pairings, some of these guys, it's the first time that they played together, and defensive pairings are so critical. The communication between them. And I agree with you. I think our defensive pairings, once we get through this game, if we get through this game, will further solidify. It's still an if we get through this game. It's 3-0. It's Olympic hockey. We haven't heard from Pasternak yet.
Yeah, you still got Nietzsche's is out there who could, he can score. Thomas Hertl, and even I've been surprised because surprisingly, there's a lot of Canucks in this tournament. One of them is David Kampf, and he's actually been doing very well in the face-off. I've even seen him beat Sidney Crosby a couple times in a face-off draw, and that's the kind of thing these teams that are not stacked with NHL players, if you can get those key positions in goaltending and centers who can win face-offs and stop pucks, and I think you've kind of seen that where a couple times in the offensive zone, the Czechs have managed to beat Team Canada on the face-off and actually get some good chances. So you're very right. It's 3-0 right now, but it could very easily turn around, especially if the Czechs come out firing in this third period.
And Binnington, big game player. And Cooper left the nod until the very, very beginning of the game. And Binnington steps up. And they've had a lot of good chances on him. That one opportunity at the beginning of the second period, I can't remember who the player was, wide open net, couldn't score. Oh no, that was the end of the first period.
Yeah,
wide open net. If they had scored at that opportunity, I don't know how it would feel going into the first period of intermission and coming out in the second. You need that 1-goal lead. It's you just need the 1-goal lead. Anybody who follows hockey knows you need the one-goal lead. It would have been a downer had they gone into the dressing room being down 1-0, but that Celebrini goal. And it's, what's the word I'm looking for? It's predestined almost that Celebrini gets the first goal. And again, who does that come from? McDavid.
Yeah, McDavid and Makar, two of the the guys who we've missed playing in these tournaments when there was 2 Olympics in a row. So good to see the new guy, Macklin Celebrini, getting that beautiful tip, especially after it can be a little deflating after the penalty gets called on Suzuki, the goal gets taken back, and then if you suddenly go out into the second period, you get scored on early, suddenly you're down 1-0, and that can be deflating even if you are Team Canada.
But the officiating has been good. You watched the game yesterday, and today, how would you compare officiating in both games?
I would say the officiating has been steady. I think there probably will be some things that will get missed. Like there was a high stick, a very blatant high stick. I think it was Landeskog high stick someone, and it was like directly in front of the view of the referee. So I think in some ways these European referees might have a bit of difficulty keeping up with the pace of these NHL players. But in general, I haven't seen anything egregious so far. And as long as they can not be the story of the game, I think everybody will be happy with this tournament.
What was that play? Wasn't Pedersen involved in a fairly controversial? There should have been a penalty called.
100%. Yeah, I mean that one was pretty. That's another one where you're like, oh, because he was in on a breakaway, shorthanded, goes for the wraparound. It was a clear pitchfork. The guy used his stick to rip Pedersen around and take away the really good scoring chance for him. So, it might take a little while for these referees to warm up as well. But in general, I don't know if I've seen the 2 games I've been watching. I don't think I've seen it affect the game so far. So you just hope they can keep it that way for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah. Dustin has been playing well for the Czechs. It'd be a lot higher. It would be a blowout by now, if not for Dustin. Stopping McDavid. See, it's too early in the morning for me, Russ. Stopping McDavid just on the side of the net twice.
Yeah, on a clear 2-on-1, him and Hagel
didn't elevate it enough, and then he had the rebound. I mean, God. But he's been holding them in the game. Dostal has.
Yeah, he's been playing really well. I think coming into this game in the NHL, I think he was like 9-1 in his last 10 games. So absolutely keeping them in there. But then again, too, like we talk about Canucks fans, we got Brad Marchand setting up Bo Horvat with a beautiful pass in the middle. Bo Horvat showing those wheels and some soft hands to make it a 3-0 game to give a little bit of breathing room. Just all around, it looks like this team has really developed chemistry, and it is probably going to be the toughest game for Canada out of their group for this first 3 games. So good for them to come out flying, because you never know what's going to happen once you haven't had anyone play together.
And they have the path of least resistance in the tournament in Group A. So you never say, but if we can get through this game. But third period coming up, and this is this is Olympic hockey.
Anything's possible.
And absolutely anything. And you know how much I love the Rat.
Yeah.
And I said once he starts getting under their skin, under Czechia's skin, which he started to do definitely in the second period, he becomes really annoying and distracting. And now that he scored a goal, I watch out for Marchand in the third period.
Yeah. You never know. He can get people off their game, and if this is not a team you want to take a penalty against, because Team Canada. I wanted to ask you too, just as like a general question, when you're ranking rosters for Team Canada's over the years, like where do you put this compared to some of those old timey ones where it was Gretzky and Lemieux? Like when it comes to skill versus skill, how high up the rank do you put this Canadian team against some of the old times, like the Canada Cups and some of the old Olympic teams?
You can't compare. It's a different style of hockey. Now it's a skill game. Back in the old days, it was rock'em sock'em. Even in international play, and Canada had a reputation, probably deservedly so, for some rock'em sock'em hockey back then. But you can't compare it. It's a totally different game, and the skill level is so high. McKinnon, McDavid, Crosby, Celebrini. I mean, just go down the roster, and the skill, the speed that is in this game, it can't compare.
What do you expect to see from Canada to start this third period of play?
They'll come out. They'll come out with their foot on the gas, and I would expect McDavid is going to get more points, definitely. I was surprised that it was Wilson that scored the goal. Where was he? He's supposed to be in the corner.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the interesting thing with Wilson is, like, I think we talked about a bit last night about it. Wilson is one of those big boys, but man, when he gets moving, you got to be worried about the health of any other player, even with a clean hit. And we've seen that many times in his career. He can take people out. So if one of these Czech players takes a bad hit from a Wilson that's in full stride, you could definitely disrupt that Czech roster with taking out. Like, if he gets a good hit on that Pasternak or Nietzsche's, it could be a really tough task for the rest of the tournament for this Czech team that doesn't have a full roster of NHL guys.
And did you see how open Celebrini was for his tip-off?
Yeah.
They can't give Canada that kind of a position. He was too open. And for the vaunted defense that Czechia has, they have to tighten up more.
Yeah.
And I expect, what's the final score going to be? I'm going to say 5-2.
Yeah, I'd be down for 3 more goals in this game.
Oh, I'd be down for it too. And the thing is, we have got to rack up the goals. That's like, pour it on, boys, pour it on.
Yeah, goal differential is important because it's one of the major tiebreakers in this tournament. So definitely the more goals you can score and the less you can allow, the better, because getting a bye and having an easier matchup in the qualified rounds is going to be huge for any team in this tournament.
Can't you tell that they're pumped, though?
Oh, yeah.
On the bench?
The energy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I think as Canadian fans, I think we can all say we're happy that we're not seeing the same kind of rough start as you saw from Sweden yesterday. Sweden and Italy was at 2-2. There is no world where Sweden and Italy should be tied 2-2. So the fact that Canada's up 3-0 on a good hockey nation like Czechia going into the third period, I think Canadian fans all over the nation are feeling pretty good right now.
I think it probably helped that they moved the team out of the athletes' village and into the 5-star hotel.
Yeah.
I'm sure that helped with chemistry. I'm sure that helped with a good night's sleep. Austin Matthews is sharing his room with Brady Tkachuk, and Tkachuk apparently snores. And the other thing too is these beds are like maybe 6 feet long. And all right, so what is Wilson, 6'4", 220 pounds? Yeah, right. So they moved them to the hotel.
Yeah. Dave, is there anything you want to say to chat before we hop into the third period here?
Yeah. There was a terrible tragedy that happened in Canada a couple of days ago that just shocked the nation. We're still all in mourning. This is an official day of mourning in British Columbia. And I think, and I don't want to take away from the tragedy or the suffering that's going on in Tunbridge, but maybe people who got up and watched this game today feel a little bit better, and some unity, having seen the maple leaf on the chests of our players. And hockey unites us, and we need to be united at this particular time because we're struggling.
Yeah, that's very true, Dave. Thank you very much for joining us. And like I said, Dave will be joining us for all the second intermissions for the entire tournament. It's going to be lots of fun. We're going to get back together. It'll be the Dave Brindle show all over again. And this time I'll continue to push your buttons.
I hope so, Russ. I hope you push my buttons until the day I die.
Awesome, Dave. We'll chat again tomorrow. No rest for the weary, so we'll be back at it tomorrow morning. I guess it'll be an afternoon game. So until then, enjoy the third period, brother.
Go Canada.
Dave Brindle, everyone. Stopping by. You love to see it. Thank you very much, Dave. We appreciate it. One of the best. One of my old friends. Going all the way back. And just like that, the game is back underway. Almost got the timing perfect there. There it is. Third period is underway. Czechia digging the puck out of their zone. Pass across the blue line. Knocked down by a hand, but Canada will pick it up in their own zone. Cale Makar pass across the far side. Crosby puts it across for Stone outside of his reach. The puck will dribble in behind the Czech net. Canada intercepts it. Parayko drops the puck for McKinnon. He takes a shot. He puts it right off Parayko. Parayko feeling that one as McKinnon slapped it right off the back of Parayko's leg. Puck in on Binnington. He'll play it to the side. Puck up the boards. Gets knocked down by Kampf. Kampf jars the puck free, but Canada will pick it up. And Parayko still on the ice after taking that McKinnon shot to the back of the leg. Good hit there for McKinnon. Jars the puck free. Now a shot off Parayko once again into the corner. Nietzsche's trying to get the puck through, but couldn't get it by Parayko. Now they skate in. They'll fire the puck wide of the net. Celebrini chips it up the boards. Kept in by the Czechs. Parayko's still in there. Now Celebrini will skate out. Canada will start the breakout. Celebrini does well to get the puck deep. Up the near side boards in the Czech zone. McDavid there, puck squirts in towards Dostal, and he'll grab that puck and hang on for a whistle. 18-19 left to go in the third period. Nathan McKinnon throwing a big old hit. Kampf putting his hand into Kampf. McKinnon taking a run at Gudas after Kampf gets his hands into McKinnon's face. David Kampf trying to be a pest out there. Yummy, Shannon. I had Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops. Go Canada, go, says Shannon. Go Czechia. So apparently Jay is going to be cheering for Czechia now instead. Canucks or Canada wins the draw into the slot. Shot to the front of the net. Puck to the side. Dostal makes a save. Czechia will skate out. Puck up for McDavid. Tries to get it past the Czech player, but Sedlak will clear it down into the Canada zone. Now Canada will take a minute, get the change on. Thomas Harley waits on the faceoff dot in his own zone on the far side. Skates out slowly to the blue line. Pass into the middle. Tipped down low by Canada. Czechia will play it out of the zone into the neutral zone. Picked up there by Sam Bennett. Bennett tries to play it across the middle of the ice. That one gets blocked, but Cale Makar will pick it up. Devon Taves, Cale Makar onto the ice now as the defensive pair. Pass up to the blue line. Tipped in by Canada. Sam Bennett moves in on the forecheck. But Czechia will get to the puck first and clear it out. Puck dumped in. Nietzsche gets knocked down by Makar. Binnington cues it up for Taves. Taves will play it out. Canada gets it up to the Czech blue line, but Czech will take it there. And Kempney will go back into his own zone so his teammates can continue to change. Pasternak drops the puck for Gudas. Gudas out to the neutral zone. Tipped in there. Canada intercepts it. Puck chopped out to the neutral zone. Pursuing it there is Sidney Crosby. Gudas strong on the stick. Gets the puck free for his teammate. Kempney getting harassed there by Crosby, who plays it around the boards. Canada tries to play it back to the blue line for Marner. But now it's a 3-on-2. Czechia firing it just wide of the net. I think that got the end of Binnington's glove. Then Crosby on the half boards in his own zone. Flips it down the ice. Perfectly weighted. No icing. In their own zone. Kudratic puts it up for Kampf. Kampf skates down behind the Canadian net. Runs into the referee. So maybe the refs have changed allegiances. Pass out. McKinnon skates onto it with some speed. Gets by everyone. Teams backhander. And Dostal makes a save and hangs on with a good burst of speed there from Nathan McKinnon. Gudas is not enemy number one right now. You're cheering for Hronek. Fair enough. Fair enough. Jay cheering for the Vancouver Canuck. Hronek, yes, he did get a glove on that. Oh my gosh, what a save by Binnington. To further prove that this is breakfast hockey, my beautiful wife has brought me a hash brown. Canada wins the draw. McDavid, behind the net. Loses the puck. Nietzsche skates it around behind his net. He'll start out. All the way down the ice, through the faceoff circle. Backhander. Saved by Binnington. McDavid starts out. Dumps the puck in. Wilson moves in. Dostal plays it into the slot. McDavid with a shot. Dostal makes a save. Thought he had it. Tried to squeeze it, but the puck comes out. Hronek plays it to the side for Sedlak. Sedlak tries to play it deep, but the puck gets knocked down. Looks like it was a hand pass, so the whistle will go. And Reinhart has to stop up. Hash brown. Breakfast hockey. Canada's still flying out there. We love a hash brown. Czechia wins the draw. Fires the puck over the top of the goal. They'll pick it up in their own zone. Binnington comes out, plays it to the sideboards for Horvat. Horvat flips it high into the neutral zone. Reinhart skates towards it. But Spacek will get to it first and play it out into the neutral zone. Devon Taves takes his man off the puck. Marchand jars it free for Makar. Makar takes a minute, waits for everyone to change. Makar with a pass into the neutral zone, tipped from the red line, deep. Stone moves in. Crosby tries to knock it down. He does. Plays it behind the net. That one deflects into the slot, though. And then Nietzsche will pick it up and chop it into the Canadian zone. Binnington, he'll play it up the boards. Crosby into the middle for Stone. Stone gets the center, drops it for Marner. Marner brings the puck around the boards. Crosby jars it free for Stone. Stone puts it down for Marner. One-touch pass. Crosby picks it up behind that, plays it out front. And Stone just couldn't get a stick on it. Puck goes all the way down the ice. Pass, Parenko will pick it up. Play it across the other side. Out to the neutral zone. Puck chopped back into the Canadian zone. Parayko plays it around the boards. Canada out of their own zone. McKinnon flips the puck from center, knocked down there. The Czechs, Hronek will play it to the sideboards. McKinnon gets knocked down from behind. Puck by Hagel, though, picks it up. And then Czechs will pick it up and flip it out to the neutral zone. Harley plays it out into center. Hagel over for McKinnon, off the skates, deflects into the near side corner. McKinnon skates onto it, plays it for Hagel. Hagel over for Suzuki, back to the blue line, out of the reach of Doughty, but good work there by Hagel. Now Suzuki tries to play it up front for McKinnon, but Pasternak will pick it up and he'll start out. He gets double teamed, but he does hang on to the puck. Now he plays it across the top of the slot. The puck deflects right towards Binnington. He makes a save with the right pad, and Drew Doughty will play it back deep into his own zone for Harley. Harley takes a minute, allows his teammates to change, turns back into his own zone, passes across for Doughty, who played it up to the blue line. Canada, one-touch pass for McDavid. McDavid tries to play it up front for Celebrini, and it's going to be a penalty against Czechia, as it looks like Konradik maybe has a little bit of a stick into the midsection of Mr. McDavid. And Canada goes to the power play. Not a great thing to do against this epic Canadian power play. So in this third period, leading 3-0, Canada goes to the power play. Russ, I sent you a picture of how Charlie is cheering for Canada. Let's check this out. It's probably here, I think. Yes. Is this cheering or is this napping? Look at that. Charlie's having a little nap. That's very cute. Sitting right beside the screen, though. Having a little cat nap, eh? Cute little Charlie. You love to see it. That's very cute, Shannon. Turned on the luge relay and it looks so fun. Oh, there's a luge relay. That's crazy. Who scored so far? Goals have come from Macklin Celebrini, Cale Makar and McDavid with the assists, Mark Stone from Marner and Crosby, and Bo Horvat from Brad Marchand and Thomas Harley. No goals in the third so far. Cal McKenzie, Celebrini, Marner, Horvat. There it is. Stone, not Makar. Marner, yeah. Yeah. You're right, my bad. Just seems like Marner's got a goal from the stick pass. Haha! Canada wins the draw on this power play. They'll work the perimeter right now. Crosby down low for McDavid. McDavid puts it across the crease and Canada scored! That didn't take long. This Canadian power play working it down low. And it goes Crosby, McDavid across the top of the crease. And look at that. Nathan MacKinnon gets his first goal of the tournament. And Canada makes it 4-0 here in the third period of play. Only took 10 seconds into that power play for Canada to score. Crosby up, the boards down for McDavid. McDavid across the crease and all alone, wide open net. McKinnon's not going to miss that one. Go, 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 go. Shannon, go, 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 go. Crazy pass. Go, 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 go. Pacheco's like, go, 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 go. 12:15 left to go now. Canada scoring on the power play. You love to see it. 4-0 now. Poor. And then Dustin drops another 5 gifted memberships into the chat. Mark, Jessica, just incredible. Steelers for life and Vanish all getting free gifted memberships courtesy of Dustin Boydell. Czechia is controlling. Binnington gets knocked down in the crease. Gets back up. Oh, a breakaway pass. Marchand with a shot, and then he gets taken down. Bo Horvat comes in, gets the puck, plays it across from Makar. Makar cuts in. Oh, and he puts it to the forehand, and a save by Dostal. Oh my goodness gracious. Makar controls, puts it back to the blue line. Crosby fires it towards the front of the net. Oh no, that was McDavid. And 11:19 left to go in the first period. Oh my goodness. So thank you very much, Dustin, for your gifted memberships. And congratulations once again to Mark, Jessica, just incredible, Steelers for life, and Vanish all getting free gifted memberships courtesy. And then Harley getting into it with Foxa. Foxa punches Harley, or tries to, but he can't. Looks like Fox is throwing a little hissy fit. Harley's laughing in his face, so you love to see that. Coach Rob Willie, go, 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 Canucks, go! And then Mohammed's like, Canada scores! Canada, 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 Canada. Goal, says Mohammed. Go, 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 says Callum McKenzie. McKinnon, yep. What a beautiful pass by McDavid right across the top of the crease. Czechia skates out. Pass up for Pasta. He'll play it across the crease, but out of the reach of the intended target. Canada will dig the puck out, play into the neutral zone. Marner can't get to the puck. Now Pasternak again. Gets knocked down by Parayko trying to bring the puck in. Passes on his booty now. Now with speed, Nathan MacKinnon cuts in, puts the puck across the top of the crease, and Rayko Gudas is in good position to take that puck away and play it to the corner. Kubalik takes a shot. That one's blocked. Canada to the top of the crease, or top of the blue line. Now McKinnon flips the puck in backhand. Gudas knocks it down. He'll play it to the side for Nietzsche. Plays it to himself from behind his own back. Nice little play. He'll cut back into his own zone and wind up being watched by Suzuki. Nietzsche with a move across the blue line. Puts it to himself, but loses it, and Canada will play it down into the Czech zone. Kempny plays it around the boards. Camp gets hit, but makes the play into the middle. Puck chopped down low. Drew Doughty in behind the net. Plays the puck around to the far side corner. Harley chops it up the boards, and that rolling puck will go all the way down. And no icing. They're going to call that one no icing. That was probably more icing than the first one that I complained about earlier. Canada digs the puck out, plays around behind the net. Can't quite get it to Celebrini. Takes a weird bounce off the stanchion. Now Wilson throws it towards the front of the net. And Dostal kicks at it. And the puck will go out of play. 9:23 left to go in the third period of play. Canada leads 4-0 over Czechia. You love to see it. My goodness gracious. My goodness gracious. People's first. Goal. 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 Dustin Hype. Is there an octopus? Yeah, there's an octopus in chat. Fangirl's like, go, 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 go. Who scored for Team Canada? Nathan McKinnon. Czechia is running out of steam, says Paragolfer. Yep. The game is not on TV. It is, Lefty. It is on. This one's on TSN 1. You can also get it for free on CBC Gem, which is the CBC Online. Yeah, so CBC Gem is where you can get it for free online. But it's also on TSN 1. John Cooper, our coach, I just noticed. Yep. Thanks. I believe it is Lefty. Bobby, I think it was McKinnon. That is correct. Can someone confirm? I can confirm that it was, in fact, Nathan McKinnon from Connor McDavid and Sidney Crosby. Ridiculous. Yes, it was. Hachiko says, Paragraph Pro. Thank you. Thank you, Dusty, says Bobby. Coach Rob, did you see the photo Russ shared? Thanks, Paragraph Pro, says Justin. That power play is a cheat code, isn't it? Like, literally any of those, like McDavid, McKinnon, Makar, and Crosby are all cheat code, and they're all on the same power play. Huge hit by Pareko. Yep. Pasternak getting introduced to his butt. No, I missed it, Shannon. Here, let me bring it up again for you. Coach Rob, here it is, buddy. Face-off won by Czechia. Look at this. This is the one. Charlie just sitting right beside the TV. Posing for the camera. Back to the bar. If you can play it back later. Yeah, I got it. I brought it up for you. Just under 9 minutes left to go in the third period. Good move at the line there by Spacek. He'll take a shot, but that one gets blocked. Now Marchand plays it across into the neutral zone. Bo Horvat can't get the puck deep. Pasternak pass across the zone, but out of the reach. And the puck will get chopped out of the neutral zone. Marchand can't pick it up. Crosby creating some up ice pressure so the team can change. Ooh, the referee takes a spill in the corner. Puck back to the blue line. Shot to the front of the net. That one deflects out of play as Hronek can't get the puck on net. Common theme for us Canuck fans. John Cooper is officially the Bennington Whisperer. He told the referee not to call a penalty after getting bulldozed. Ha 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 ha. Oh, Spacek. Oh no, it was a Simric. Simic. Radim Simic taking out the referee. 8:17 left to go. Face off in the Canadian zone. Crosby wins it back. Makar flips it. Not high out of the zone. Now he'll pick it up. Now Sam Bennett with a burst of speed. Shot to the front of the net. Dostal will make the save. 8:06 left to go in the third period of play. Just incredible. No worries, man. Thanks for supporting Russ and the stream. And then KG Berries, he's laughing and crying. It was a photo of how Charlie is cheering for Canada. Crazy power play. Yep. Yeah, it's on CBC. So used to looking on Sportsnet for hockey. Yeah, it's Sportsnet's the only channel it's not on. It's on CBC and TSN, and it's on CBC Gem Online. Crosby couldn't win the faceoff. Now he'll skate in after intercepting just outside the blue line. Backhand pass. And Stone, despite the fact that the pass got intercepted, still gets the shot off, showing a really strong. And then Marner puts it down low for Stone. McCarr pinches him for the point, tries to play it back for Marner. But Marner will have to chase it all the way back into his own zone. Now he'll play it up for Crosby. Crosby backhand pass up the boards for McCarr. He'll skate around behind. Oh, he'll stop right behind Binnington. Canada will change. I don't really like the Olympic scoreboard. Part of me does like it because it's nice and tiny, right? Like up in the corner of the screen. Puck to the front. Hagel with a shot. But that one gets blocked. Czechia plays it into the Canadian zone. Drew Doughty plays around the boards. McKinnon flips it high down the ice right to the blue line. Good work there. He dropped it right on the blue line. Hagel chops around the boards. McKinnon powers his way, puts the puck right off. The stall puck comes across, and Hagel couldn't get the puck on the backhand or the back door. Drew Doughty pinches down the point, plays it for Suzuki. Suzuki back to the blue line. McDavid puts it in front, and Canada scores again! McDavid with a beautiful pass down low, and Nick Suzuki with his first goal of the tournament, coming from a beautiful pass from McDavid and a little tip in front. And the Canadian team takes a stranglehold on Team Czechia and goes up 5-0 in this third period of play with 6:38 left to go. You'll love to see it. What a tip, too. It's like I'm going to call that the reverse Crosby. Dostal goes down to try and block her away and then just tipped right over the top of him. What a beautiful play. Oh my goodness gracious. Who's that 55? I want him on the Canucks. Yeah, that's Colton Parayko. He's a big boy. Canada, 5-0 they lead here. My prediction, either Crosby turns back time and does it again in the final, or a young star like Celebrini gets his golden goal Olympic moment for the gold. Both would be cool. Hi, Russell. What's up? What's up, Lee Jade? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. I don't have it in me to cheer for a team that includes Brad Marchand. Fair enough, Jay. I get it. Brad Marchand's the rat of all rats. But for this tournament, I will cheer for Marchand. I'm going to cheer for McDavid. I'm going to cheer for all the guys who are Canadian. They're also playing the game on Outdoor Life Network. Is that really? Winky face? That'd be funny. Is that true, or are you just lying to me? Parayko down the boards for Canada. Trying to battle the puck up. Sorry, they have this crazy camera angle. All right, there we go. Now I can see. Wilson puts it out front. Celebrini headers it down. Canada keeps it in just at the blue line. Nietzsche's passes to the far side. Put dump deep. Celebrini first one onto it. McDavid chops it free. Down the ice. Wilson with some speed. Can't get to the puck. And Czechia will change. Gudis pass to the side. Pasternak gets hit. Loses his stick. Bo Horvat takes the puck. Gives it for Parayko. Parayko with a burst of speed out from behind his own net. Gets to center. Dumps the puck in. Off the end boards. First one onto it's Bennett. He'll try and put it back for Horvat. But the puck gets intercepted now. Bennett battles in the corner. Puck up the boards. Back to the blue line. Kept in by McCarr. He puts it down low, looking for a tip on the half boards. Or on the side of the net. Horvat negotiates a puck. Plays it back to the blue line. McCarr head fakes. Puts it down low. And Bennett takes a shot. And that one goes wide. Off the end boards. McCarr recovers in the neutral zone. Goal! us, says Muhammad. If I can cheer for McDavid, y'all can suck it up. Suck it the fuck up and cheer for Marchand. Fair enough, Swervin. That's what I'm saying. Stone skates out, pass across for Marner. Over the blue line, dumps it deep. Stone moves in, hits spot check, takes the puck away, plays it up front, shot to the front of the net. Ends up going wide off the end boards. There's solid no idea where the puck was. Harley plays it down low for Crosby. Crosby backhander, ends up going all the way down. Marner beats spot check to the puck in the near side corner. Loses it, gains it back, plays it down the boards. Crosby lets it go for Suzuki. Canada in the middle of a change. They'll try and change as they control. Marner passes across for Parayko. He'll play it down low. Suzuki tries to dig the puck out. Puck ends up squirting up the boards. Suzuki will dig it out and actually bat it out to center. And then Theodore will play it up for McKinnon, who takes a shot, and that one goes wider than on the far side. Kept in there by Shea Theodore. Puck in for, oh, what a pass out front from Suzuki to Hagel, and Dostal makes a beautiful right pad save and then grabs the rebound and hangs on for a whistle with 3:34 left to go in the third period of play. I'm spitting all over the place. Oh my God. Shannon. Go, 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 go. Bobby's like, go, 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 go. Paragraph Pro. Go, 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 go. Pachico. Go, go, go. Go, go. Evelyn. Go, 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 go. Coach Raboli is like, go, 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 go. Go. Suzuki makes me tingle. Whoa. KJ Brazy. Go, 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 go. Mohammed. Canada scores. Ryan H. Let's go, boys. Woo. Scooping that snow. Fangirl. Go, 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 go. Cal McKenzie. Go. It's like you see a ghost. Go. Left all around. McDavid passing out there like he's Wayne Gretzky. Yep. Even I could score with McDavid on my line. Ha 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 ha. Number 8, I am impressed. Remember, I have tunnel vision with the Canucks, so I am broadening my vision a bit. Yeah, that's what we're all about here. So, Dustin, in the Olympics, are they not allowed to change goalies? No, they can. Canada playing physical out there. You'll love to see it. Went in. When is Canada's next game? It's tomorrow. No rest for the weary. It's going to be first thing tomorrow. Number 93, good work ethic. Canada wins the draw back. Step into the middle. Theodore was struggling with the puck. Tries to get it low. Chechi will get it out. Canada will just play the puck, even though it's a hand pass. Canada plays tomorrow too. Yep. Let me just bring it up here for you guys. I think we got the schedule here. Canada wins the draw. They'll dump it deep. Czechia chops it, but puck will get knocked down. McDavid picks it up. He'll play it towards the front of the net. That one's blocked. And then Czechia will chop it down the ice. That'll be an icing call against Czechia. Learn the rules. All right, here it is. So this is the Canadian schedule. So right now they're in this game 5-0. They play tomorrow against the Swiss. And then they play on Sunday against France. So tomorrow will be a nooner game. So it's going to be a 12-10 game. And then Sunday is going to be another breakfast hockey game. So it's going to be another 7:40 game. Tomorrow at 3:10 versus another icing call. Oh no, the Czechia fans are pretty sad right now. So tomorrow will be 12:10 my time. So it's going to be noon here in BC. What times Team Canada men play? This team is so gross. Canada. Celebrini trying to get the puck. Czechia is just happy to keep the puck pinned to the boards. Wilson digs it out, gets it back to the blue line. Dishing for Wilson at the blue line. He fans on his pass, and Czechia will chop it down the ice. Binnington plays it to the side for Harley. Harley starts out. He'll fire it in from center. Canada skates onto it. McDavid trying to get the puck free. He does for Celebrini. Puts it back up for McDavid. McDavid gets hit. Can't come out of the corner with it, but he'll battle it in behind the net. Celebrini can't get to it. Palat will skate out with it. Hit from Wilson. The little booty hit on the boards. McCart plays it around behind the net. Intercepted there by Palat again. Oh no, that's Hurdle. Canada, though, will get it back to the blue line. Kept in there. Pass down low. Binnington plays it to the side for Devon Taves. Pasternak had it for a second, but poked out to center by Canada. Czechia at their own blue line. Kempny plays it across for Gudas. Kempny gets it back. Pass in the middle for Niches. Niches has the puck knocked back by Bennett. Over for Kempny again on the far side. Oh, that's Spacek. Canada. Kampf will put it into the corner. Referee gets in the way. Puck skips out. Spacek picks it up right on top of the face-off top, center ice. Niches loses the puck for a second, but his teammate will gobble it up. Kondratic. Drew Doughty picks it up. 1 minute left to go in the third period of play. I love the Olympics, this Tillo. Yo, what's shaking, everybody? Big Mac is up. He's awake. What's up, Big Mac? Nice to see ya. Big Mac. Marner got dumped in the slot. Czechia puts the puck deep in. Harley, first one onto it. He'll ring it around the boards to the far side. Crosby trying to dig it out. Puck behind the net. Drew Doughty can't get to it. Sedlak in behind the net. Knocks down Harley. Looks to put it up front. Binnington blockers it away from behind the net. And then with 12 seconds left, Canada flips it out. Philip Hronek waits, dishes there. And Checha's Stransky will bring it in. Loses the puck, ends up behind the net. And there it is, the end of the game. Team Canada with a dominant 5-0 win over the Czechs here to start this Olympic tournament. Starting off on the right foot. You love to see it. Paragrapher Pro getting crazy. Right before I bring him onto the air, Paragrapher Pro drops 10 gifted memberships into the chat. My goodness gracious. Let's see. D Butler B, Juggalo King 69, Dope 58, TSI Mike, Nostradamus, Mr. B, D Beats for You, Scott Wood, Arch the 12th, Capule Boy 01, and Dual Heaven. Let's see, is that all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 gifted memberships flying in from Dusty. Yeah, indeed. Dusty Hype. Silver Fox. So again, D Butler B, Juggalo King 69, Dope 58, TSI Mike, Nostradamus, Mr. B, D Beats for You, Scott Wood, Arch the 12th, Capel Boy 1, and Dual Heaven 2 getting free gifted memberships courtesy of this beauty, Dustin Boydell, the Silver Fox. Yeah, I mean, he is a beauty. There's no doubt about it, right? Like, how generous, eh? Donating to Dobby's college education fund. Amazing. I mean, he is a beauty, right? We all know that. You've seen his face. All right, let's get his face on the air, shall we? Just turn off the TV as it distracts me. There he is, Dustin Boydell. Start video call. Make sure everything's looking good. Yeah, it looks good. All right. It looks good right now, but it's about to look better. Dustin Boydell.
Whoa.
Bro, you're going to fund Dobby's entire first semester of college.
I mean, come on. We got our amazing supporters here in chat. Plenty of viewers all morning trying to get some of those regulars, these memberships. But we're doing this at 7:40 in the morning and we have lots of support. So I love to show, it's the only way I can thank them for their support. And they show it to us as much as they do. So, happy to do it.
So
anyways, the game.
My first question for you, Canada wins 5-0 over the Czechs. Does Canada have more goals in this game than the Czechs had high danger scoring chances?
Yeah, probably. I mean, the third period, the Czechs got 4 shots on goal in the first couple minutes, and then it was like they ran out of gas. What do you critique in that game, really? We talked about pretty much all of it in the first period. They got all the bugs out. They developed some chemistry in the second, started really flying. You and Dave talked about it in the second intermission. Every one of those goals was a highlight reel goal. It's just, how do you defend a team that looks so determined? I mean, the agenda is clear. It's a gold medal or nothing for this team. To have Tom Wilson playing a controlled style of his NHL game, to have Jordan Binnington wave off getting run over when normally he would absolutely blow his top and lose his mind if he wasn't getting a penalty call on that. He tells Harley not to worry about it, tells Wes McCauley not to worry about it. We're up 4-0. I get it. My coach told me, don't get mad. Just stop the puck. It just shows the difference that a Stanley Cup winning strategic coach makes. When every time they showed behind the bench, none of the assistant coaches are saying a word. It's all John Cooper. All Cooper. They're just watching in awe. You're watching a maestro at work. I mean, Tampa Bay has suffered arguably as many injuries as the Canucks have to some star players this year. I mean, Hagel's been out for half the season. He just got back, a couple weeks ago to get prepared for the Olympics. And Victor Hedman's been out almost all year. But you look at the way they collapse to the slot. I wish we could show replays, but we can't, obviously. The second you show, even a patch of an Olympic thing, it's like copyright strike. It's
What is
instant,
that?
man. I mean, we're lucky we can say the word Olympics.
That's why I didn't put any rings on here, because apparently even if you show the Olympic rings, they'll demonetize you.
They
And
are
that's
copyrighted. You can't put them anywhere.
I should have
Nothing.
said that. That's a fat down for this tournament in general. And I get it, copyright laws and all that, but I showed highlights from the Canada game. And normally if I do something like that, I'll show highlights from NHL, AHL, that kind of stuff. And if there's any problem, usually it's just the people are like, oh, we don't like that you showed that highlight. And YouTube gives me the option. I can click one button, boom, that section of my stream gets chopped out. But for this stream, it was you are blocked. This whole stream is gone. So if you guys noticed, the whole stream the other night is completely gone because it was just fully blocked. And so it is what it is. So, but we'll just be able to paint a picture just like Jim Robson would want us to.
Exactly.
Yeah. The thing I love about John Cooper and the intelligence level, and I talked a little bit about this with Dave Brindle, is that he uses players that play together. You saw a whole line. It was literally the Florida Panthers line. It was Reinhart, Marchand, and Bennett playing together. And then you had the two defensemen that play together, Devon Taves, graduate of my school. I keep on saying that because I can finally talk about it. I don't have to talk about Vertanen graduating from my school. Devon Taves and Cale Makar playing together. You literally have a full unit that could probably win you any NHL game, let alone an international tournament. So very smart deployment in the lines completely from top to bottom, I think, from John Cooper.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, coaching isn't that hard. The guys that try to make it hard make it hard. It's like, you know, Adam Foote, Rick Tocchet, they try to turn players into things they aren't. Whereas John Cooper finds chemistry, maximizes the chemistry. You look at the line of Tom Wilson, Macklin Celebrini, and Connor McDavid. He took a big physical guy to create space for McDavid and Celebrini, and also protect Celebrini a little bit out there because he's young and people are going to kind of maybe target him a little bit. But that line was great. I mean, look at the way it gave McDavid the space to set up Celebrini, and just it's just really well done. And the way they collapse in their own zone on the rush, like if there's 5 men back, they collapse into the slot. And number one agenda is block that shot from getting through to the net. Mm-hmm. When they do that, then the wingers separate out to their points for the breakout, and they pull the defenders out of the zone. And then you have one defender behind the net if they have the puck. And then you have a second defender on the wing, or the winger on the wing, or the centerman on the wing. And then you have one player going up the middle. And they have 2 options for the breakout for the defender to come out from the behind the net and start moving out. It's like poetry in motion, man. You just watch it work so naturally, and everyone knows their position, and it's zone defense. And then if they start setting up in your defensive zone, you see them all go to their positions, right? The wingers are out covering their defensemen. There's no scrambling back. If the defenseman plays down, the winger doesn't chase him. They spell off to the other player that's down low because they know that a winger is going to come up and cover the defenseman's spot. So it's really nice to watch structured hockey. It's easy to say, oh, it's because these guys are so talented, but so are a lot of the other teams. I mean, look at the way they just pretty much dismantled Czechia. Like it's hard to believe now that, I mean, a good poll question would be, is Canada going to give up a goal in the preliminary round?
I mean, knock on wood for that one.
Knock on wood. I mean, they might give up like an unlucky one, but like a legitimate goal. Like everyone gets their good bounces and stuff. There might be one that goes off a defender or deflection, right? I'm not saying like they're going to shut out everybody, but to get a +5 goal differential against Czechia, who arguably was going to be their hardest opponent. I mean, France on Sunday, the game might take 6 hours to play. Like, I don't think there's a mercy rule in the Olympics, but I don't foresee France defending much against this team. Like, what are they going to do?
They're going to play Texier for 60 minutes. Well, you know, honestly, looking ahead, like, as much as I think Czechia has more ability to score goals, I would say probably the hardest game out of these 3 is going to be against the Swiss, because the Swiss are a team that play together all the time. It's not like, and we talked about this a little bit with Dave, where some of these teams are just a bunch of guys slapped together, get 2 practices, and they go in it. The Swiss team plays together all the time. And I know there's a couple guys they'll insert in from the NHL and stuff like that, but the Swiss generally give Canada a lot of trouble, and they're not going to beat Canada by any more than a score of 1-0 or 2-1 or something like that. But when I looked at this schedule, I was like, yeah, Czechia is good, but I think as a structured team, I think the Swiss will give Canada probably the most trouble out of these three games. We'll have to wait and see.
I think if the schedule was flipped, I think if they played Swiss first, it would have been worse.
Yeah.
I think playing Czechia first helps them in that regard, because they were able to get chemistry going. And by the end of that third period, I mean, they were unstoppable.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, every line was clicking, and the way Cooper mixed in the extra players, and they're going to have a couple of fresh legs tomorrow in like Travis Sanheim, Karel Vejmelka, or not Karel Vejmelka. He probably goes to Logan Thompson tomorrow in net.
Yeah. Well,
right?
you mentioned that, like,
they have an embarrassment of riches.
Like Devon Toews, I think, was the high minute man. Oh no, okay. So Thomas Harley, who was a spare part for the Four Nations, is actually the high minute man, but he only played 20 minutes. So it's not like he's playing Quinn Hughes 30 minutes a night. But if you look throughout the entire thing, right? Like, we're looking 19 minutes, 18 minutes, 17, 16, 18, 13, 14, right? Even Josh Morrissey, 7 minutes, right? Every single player. It wasn't like the Swedes yesterday. And that was the one thing I thought about the Swedes, which was a little weird, because you had OEL, who didn't play a single second, and then you had Forsberg, who only got like a minute. But even Sam Bennett, 7 minutes, right? Bo Horvat got 10 minutes, right? So everyone got into this game because John Cooper's smart and knows they have to play at a back-to-back. And even though it is Switzerland, he's treating every single game like he's playing against the best team in the world. And when I had a little video with Jake Stakes Hockey yesterday, who I see in chat, and we went through and did a Canadian lineup, and our lineup was stupid. Let's be honest about that. I just wanted the Nova Scotia guys to play together, which, you know, you see that at some point.
They might.
But,
we see it on the power play.
Yeah.
You get to see it on the power play. Right.
But I mean, the thing is when we were breaking down the lineup, there's 7 Canadian forwards that are centers, right? You have 7 guys who are legitimate NHL, probably top centers on any team they play on. And if you can sprinkle those guys throughout the entire lineup, and that's something that has been a strength for Canada for years and years and years and years and years, is that we got the best centers usually for 2 ways, and you got your Barkov and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, Canada has just players that play smart hockey. Like the perfect example of that, and this is he's not even a center, but Brad Marchand's pass off the boards to Bo Horvat, sprinting down the middle of the ice. Like that is one of the smartest, perfect plays that you can make. And you'll see that from pretty much every single one on this Canadian roster.
Well, and it's such an underrated play too. The way he draws 2 defenders in the neutral zone to him allows Bo Horvat that center space. And then he just tucks it around the guy, and Horvat's gone with those wheels, man. Oh, bro, tear to my eye.
Well,
seeing Bo. I love seeing Bo succeed. Just an absolute class act right up until the day he was traded. And, you know, he's always going to be a favorite player of mine. And so just, I'm so happy for him. And just this team overall is probably the best Canadian team we've seen. Save for the goaltenders, right? That were a bit of the question mark. Like we don't have a Martin Brodeur or Patrick Waugh or Roberto Luongo. Like the list goes on of absolutely incredible Canadian goaltenders. But when you have the forwards and defensemen that we have in front of them, I mean, there was no high quality chances after the first period, really, for Czechia. And so if Switzerland's going to dominate more in the defensive zone than Canada or than Czechia, probably. But like trying to get through the Canadian defense is going to be tough. I don't care how often they play together. If this team plays like this structure with the goal being very apparent, like everyone looks laser focused. And they're going to be hard pressed to lose a game. I mean, it's going to have to be some pretty big luck or a goalie just absolutely standing on their head to stop these guys.
Even that, like the Suzuki goal, I'm calling it the reverse Crosby, right? Because Crosby's always he stands off to the left side of the net, gets his stick up, he'll tip it from a crazy angle right from the goal. But Suzuki did it from the other side, right? And Dostal, you can see Dostal puts his blocker down to try and get it in the way. And then Suzuki does the tip back against the grain, which then just flips over Dostal. There's nothing, there's no goalie that's going to get that play and make that save on that. And Suzuki made it look easy on a beautiful pass from McDavid, who ended up with 3 tonight. Or this morning.
All 5 of the Canada goals, no goalie anywhere in the world is stopping any of them.
Yeah.
I didn't have a chance. Crosby almost scored one of his tip shots there in the last couple of minutes, right? Like,
well, and we don't agree all the time.
I love on the rush too. I love on the rush. Get the shot to the net. None of this turn to the boards, wait for the defender to come in and pass it back towards the blue line. It's like puck to the net, puck to the net, puck to the net. That's how you win hockey games.
Barbershop in the chat, which he's usually our Edmonton Oilers troll, but since we're all cheering for Canada, he says Binnington shows up when it matters, and Canada was hitting too. And that's the thing, like you said, right off the bat, first shift of the game, Connor McDavid comes flying in, throws a hit. Tom Wilson is hitting, Celebrini hitting, Crosby's hitting. Like this entire roster, top to bottom, every single one of those guys probably came out of this game with a hit, at least. They don't track that, unfortunately, in this tournament. But if I were to hazard a guess, I would say that nearly every single player on that team who played tonight had a hit. And that's Canada hockey, right? They, as Brindle said in the second intermission, that used to be Canada's game, right? You're just out there.
We need to,
out there causing havoc.
100%. It's something we've needed to get back to. It's something that we've been lacking. When you watch the World Juniors, it's like, where did it go? Right? And if this Olympic team together can inspire juniors to play more of this style and be more bang and crash, like if I'm a 16-year-old or 17-year-old hockey player right now watching Connor McDavid go into the corner and throw a body check, I'm realizing that, okay, you can play a physical game and an offensive game. So yeah, I'm really excited for this Olympics. It's been missed to have the NHL players for sure, and yeah, just man, they looked good.
Connor McDavid with 6 shots on goal. It doesn't even get a goal, and he's got 3 assists, but he gets 6 shots on net. Was a +2. Man, and I think there's maybe so Drew Doughty didn't get a shot. Count that. Parayko and Morrissey didn't get a shot. Nathan McKinnon surprisingly didn't get a shot. Oh no, he did. Never mind. So it's Devon Taves, Morrissey, Parayko, and Drew Doughty. Only 4 players on that Canadian roster out of the entire roster, which I remind everyone is expanded even further than in the NHL. There's 2 extra guys. So only 4 guys out of the entire roster didn't get a shot on net.
And they're all defensemen.
But that's the other beautiful thing that you see, and it's something that is just like it's like basic hockey stuff. Where if your defenseman pinches, and as the defenseman, they're reading it perfectly. Okay, I see my forward coming up the boards. That means I'm allowed to go and pinch. And the forward's like, okay, my defenseman's pitching, and then boom, they rotate, and that creates this rotation up at the top, where then you can go pass down low, pass across. It's just this constant rotation where every player can play every single different position. And that's what you want to see from a hockey team that supports themselves in every single way possible. I think there was maybe maybe 1 odd man rush for Czechia against Canada tonight.
Even then, I think it was broken up by the defensive blue line.
Yeah. Well, the crazy thing too, even like we had Binnington and Ed obviously tonight with the shutout. We can say that now. Logan Thompson is the only goalie out of the 3 who doesn't have a Stanley Cup. No, he doesn't have one, right? So Binnington and Kemper have Stanley Cup. So you literally had a Stanley Cup winning goalie sitting in the press box too.
Yeah.
So no matter who you go to tomorrow against Switzerland, so maybe you do see like Thompson come in and then Kempner back up or something like that, but who knows what they're going to do. You probably have Thompson start tomorrow. But I think everyone in Canada was stressing out about goaltending, but really when you look at it, you got 3 guys who are NHL guys who are winning lots of games. And so as long as they can stay cool and calm like Binnington did, even when he got bowled over, suddenly you're looking at the Canadian goaltending is not a problem.
Exactly. And I think Thompson won in 2023, did he not?
Did he win with Washington?
I think so.
Let's have a look.
Oh, he won with Vegas.
Oh, yeah. I take that back. All 3 goalies in Stanley Cups.
I'm like, what are we talking about here? He won with Las Vegas. I'm like...
Sorry, I'm trying to block the Vegas Cup out of my mind.
Yes. We all don't like to think about that one.
Connor Cahill with a question in chat. If an Englishman was commentating on a hockey game, would you listen to him? Refer to the highlights from I think this Slovak-Finland game yesterday on YouTube. He got a stick for sounding too soccerish. Oh, so people were giving him a hard time for sounding like a soccer guy?
I mean, I welcome it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's nice to hear new, fresh voices come into hockey. And England has been getting more and more into ice hockey. So, yeah, like, I welcome it. Whatever. It's a different take on it, right? Like, I think it's foolish to complain unless he's, like, being overly biased for one team or the other. And it's, like, difficult to watch, but like if it's just something different and he's still exciting and putting some sort of emotion into the game, I'm all for it. It's the Olympics, right? It's supposed to bring everyone together. It's supposed to bring the world together through amateur, quote unquote, when we have NHL players playing sport.
Yeah. So like we mentioned, we got the Swiss coming up tomorrow for Canada, their second opponent that they have to face here. A very solid defensive team. They have played very well against Canada through many different tournaments, World Championships, World Juniors, Olympic Games. What do you expect to see from this Swiss team against Team Canada?
They're probably going to play a more structured defense in their own end than Czechia did. Czechia got running around a little bit, chasing Canada, and they were kind of getting stuck, getting some long shifts. Swiss will do a better job of getting it out of their end and down into Canada's zone. The question mark is are they able to establish a cycle and establish some offensive zone possession, because Canada is just so aggressive. They're so fast. I mean, even Colton Parayko, when he gets going, that man can get moving. Like, every single player on this Canadian team can skate, and they can skate well. So it's hard to say, right? Like, this is a different Canadian team we've seen for a while. Like, we've seen a lot of good Team Canadas. Like, the 2010 was probably the most elite prior to this one, that I would say in recent memory. McDavid missed one with injury that one time where the first year he was probably going to go. And so he's been waiting for this moment, and you can see it. And when you have Crosby, who's been there to reel in those young guys. I mean, Celebrini went out there today and played like he was a 30-year-old veteran. Like, just a great game. And he's 19. Like, we got to remember, this kid's a teenager. Like, it's unreal.
Yeah, so the Switzerland actually wins today, the early game against France, shutting out France 4-0. So the Swiss handling their business, scoring their goals. I did just pull up the Swiss roster too to have a look. There are a couple NHLers that you will recognize. You got Nico Hischier playing for them, Nito Niederreiter, Kevin Fiala, Philip Kurashev, Timo Meyer. So there are spattering. Pius Suter, former Vancouver Canuck, and then Akira Schmid, who is a very solid goaltender for the Vegas Golden Knights. So a number of additions to this lineup, and that's something you've seen from international hockey over the years, is that slowly the NHL is getting more and more players from all these different countries. So I don't expect the Swiss to be pushovers tomorrow. It might even be a closer game than what you saw today. But like you said, I think starting today, having Canada play this game first was probably a better start for them.
Absolutely. It's the tough opponent. You don't go into the tournament overlooking your first game. And then into tomorrow, even if they'll have I don't think they'll have a slow start, man. The adrenaline for these guys has just got to be pumping. So I think it's good that it's Swiss tomorrow, because then they get a day off, and France, I mean, poor France. I just pray for them to score a goal this tournament. I don't think it's gonna be fun for them.
What?
Great for them for being there, but they're still there.
Right.
Congratulations to them for that. But they're gonna be hard pressed to find any offense or anything against most of these teams.
Yeah. Before we go, I wanted to play this again. I played this the other night on stream, but I hope you saw, and I'm sure you saw this. This is Ben Berard at the breakaway competition at the AHL All-Star game, and I wanted to get your reaction to this, because this is an insane goal.
Get your barf bags ready. Get your barf bags ready.
Through the circle. Oh, wow!
How does he even do this?
Are you kidding me?
I mean, that's just silky mitts, man.
Skill. What a
I mean, that. I want to see more of that in actual game shootouts. I'm sick of the slow back and forth. Give me that in a game. Oh man, and then I'll be more for the shootout. But just unreal, and it's been all over all hockey threads. Everyone has seen this goal now. It's just so crazy. And then extending into the All-Star game, Pacific winning taking the 3-on-3 tournament home for the win. And Berard had a fantastic All-Star game. He was out there on a line with Jason Magna. Yes, that Jason Magna, former Vancouver Canuck. It never ends. There's always a former Vancouver Canuck connection. But Jason Magna, the MVP of the All-Star game, with 4 goals and 3 assists, and many of those goals being set up by Ben Berard as they were paired together as a forward pair for the duration of the tournament. And Berard himself got a couple of really nice goals during the tournament. And just really nice to see a young guy having a fun time out there, showing off his skills that you don't really get to see in game because he's a team player and he plays a hard forecheck game. But to see him get out there and have some fun was nice. And then to get the win, it's just a nice break from a tough year in Abbotsford. Let's face it. Like, it's not all fun and games when you lose as many players as they did after winning. You come off the high of winning, and then you go into this year, and it's been a tough slog for the remainder of the guys from that championship team. But you and I were talking the other day, and it's like, I had a realization that next year, I mean, it could be Braden Coots and Riley Patterson as our 1-2C in Abbotsford. And it's like, all of a sudden things look very different at the prospect level. So, I think this year, both Canucks teams, it's just about surviving to the end, hoping for that high draft pick, getting that reset of prospects, fresh prospects through into Abbotsford, and hitting the ground running with this, so-called rebuild.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing, Abby's got their next game coming up. Just get back to the Abbey boys. They had a little break for the All-Star. They'll get back in action Valentine's Day, 7:00. They're playing against the Ontario Reign, a very good team. They're actually playing Ontario 3 games in a row, 2 games in Abbotsford, and then back down to California to play Ontario down there. The nice thing, though, obviously, is Mancini, Lekramacky, and Tolopilo all getting sent down the very same night. The Canucks played their last game last week, so a little bit of reinforcements. Looks like, and you know who else I saw, Dustin? Chase Stillman was in a little promo. Hey. So and you know what? We found out what actually happened to him. He broke his damn leg. He broke his leg.
There you go.
We didn't hear about it at all. So hopefully on Saturday night on Valentine's Day, you might actually see a full set of forward lines for this Abbotsford Canucks team that has been struggling to keep a full roster. So we're excited to see the Abbey boys maybe come up with a big win against the number 1 team in their division.
Yeah, and I'm just waiting to see the day where we see Guillaume Brisebois has been sent down to Abbotsford because he's obviously on the main roster because of his injury during training camp. But that'll be another big, huge relief on the blue line to get a veteran like that back. So the final push of the season here is just about finishing strong. Whether or not they make the playoffs is, still a question mark. They play plenty of games against divisional opponents. However, it's still a tough climb, given they're so far back with the injuries and losing so many players early in the season. But they've been playing a lot better hockey as of late. Ontario obviously is the number 1, is first in the Pacific, so it's going to be a difficult series of games here. But hopefully with those reinforcements, they can put a good show on and keep the games close. And I just want to see these guys making the right plays and limiting the mistakes and just playing hard, which we do see on a regular basis from the Abbey Canucks.
Yeah, it was good to see. Brisebois made an appearance in the press box the other day too, so that means he's probably close as well. So
there you go.
Abbey made a crazy push at the end of last year, and with Manny Malhotra at the reins, you never know. They're currently 12 points out, but the good thing and the bad thing is the majority of their games will be against all the people that they're chasing. So if they can start putting together a bit of a streak here, it's not out of the realm of possibility for them to make it. It's going to be tough, but if they do make the playoffs, they're going to get into that playoffs absolutely on fire.
Time travel, Swervin, because Coots is he's only 18. He doesn't turn 19 till later this year, and they haven't made the rule that you can send one 19-year-old player to the AHL doesn't come into effect until next season. So When Riley Patterson's season ends in the OHL, he can be sent to Abbotsford because he will turn 20, I believe, in March, around the 22nd of March. So I only reason I know that is because it's right around Oliver's birthday. So my son's birthday. And so that'll be exciting to see some center reinforcements in Riley Patterson, who's been unreal. 4th round pick, looking like a freaking steal down there in the OHL. Still top 10 in scoring, and just pedal to the metal. And then you got Braden Coots and Prince Albert, who's just, I mean, he's picked up right where he left off in Seattle. Now he's on an actual skilled team that has more offensive talent with him, so he can dish it off. He can also get set up for some great goals. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting year with training camp and the Abbey Canucks next season. It's just, I know it's tough right now, obviously, but of course we're going to enjoy these Olympics and enjoy the break and come together as Canadians, put aside our differences and cheer for the likes of Connor McDavid. And yes, we're going to cheer for Brad Marchand, as much of a ratty as he is. He's the type of guy you love to have on your team, but you hate to play against. Yeah. So, but when he's playing for Canada, I'm all for it. Rat away, Brad, rat away.
Toronto Sports Insider, TSA Mike in the house saying that was fun, eh? Cheers, Russell and Dustin. Go Canada, go. Yes, Mike, absolutely. You'll love to see it.
Great.
You'll love to
see it. Great
game.
Yeah.
TSI Mike getting the free gift of membership courtesy of Dustin Boydell earlier in the stream. So enjoy the free gift of membership, Mike, and have fun using those custom emojis. Dustin, is there anything you want to say to chat before I let you go, brother?
Oh, thanks for getting up with us this morning. Appreciate the support as always. Very excited to cover these Olympics with Russ here for you guys and talk about Canada and hopefully it's nice to just watch some good structured winning hockey for a change. I know it's been a tough year and we appreciate the hell out of all your support, and I absolutely love talking hockey with you guys and bringing my knowledge and the research that I can do. One thing I forgot to say, like when we were ranting about Petey and the contract and stuff, it's like, I know I'm a Canucks fan, but when I do this show and the work I do with Russ, I separate it all and I look at it from business standpoint and numbers and history and comparables. And so that's why I try to defend certain things about Pettersson. Like I'm never going to sit here and tell you right now he's playing up to his $11.6 million. But if he had more support, who knows what we would be talking about right now. If he had someone burying 40 goals on his wing, we're probably not even talking about it, right? We're probably talking about how he's underpaid. So it's really hard to evaluate his overall game on a 32nd place team where no one else can score either. And so for me, it's like, I'm just putting the brakes on it for now, because we just got to get through this season. If he ends up traded at the deadline, all the power to him. He's probably going to go off somewhere with a winger that can actually score and show, the organization how foolish it is to give up on a player that young. But I mean, that's just my opinion as someone who's watched hockey for a very long time, who's seen successful young players, who's seen horrible failures in young players that have been overcommitted to. Like, I've seen it all league wide. I'm not just a Canucks fan. I'm an NHL hockey fan. I'm a junior hockey fan. I have been my whole life. And so I try my best to bring you unbiased, realistic views where I'm not just, enamored with a player to the point where it's like I'm fanboying. It's when I talk about this stuff, Russ knows I take it very seriously. And so I try to do my best to explain it in a way that makes more sense. And the Datsuk comparison was the best I had. Highest paid player versus highest paid player, but the difference is a 40 goal scoring winger. Then he had Marian Hossa show up who scored 40 goals. Like, it's not like Datsuk was out there scoring 1 million goals every year. He had a support system. soon as Babcock converted Zetterberg to a centerman, Datsuk's production fell off a cliff, but no one said anything because of his defensive game and his leadership ability to play 60 minutes every night, block a shot, even if they're down 7-0, which we've seen Pettersson do this season. We've seen him get in front of empty nets and block shots and put his body on the line for an organization and fan base that doesn't seem to want him. So I don't know what the answer is going to be, but I just hope for the best, and that's all I can do is try and be positive about it.
Dustin, I appreciate
Anyways,
you.
that's my rant. I'm off my soapbox. I love you all. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'm excited for the game tomorrow. Hopefully we can take down Swiss and continue with this excellent goal differential in this Olympic Games.
Yeah, we go from breakfast hockey today to lunch hockey tomorrow against the Swiss. So maybe I'll put some Swiss cheese on my sandwich and just we can all devour them together.
For sure.
Enjoy the rest of the day, Dusty. I'm probably gonna go have a nap. So we'll chat again soon and enjoy the rest of the day, brother. Thanks for everything you do, and obviously for all the donos to the stream today. I know all the kids in chat appreciate being able to use all the custom emojis. So you're the GOAT, and we'll see you again soon.
Absolutely. Enjoy your nap time.
Dustin Boydell, the Silver Fox, stopping by. You love to see it. What an absolute beauty. Yeah, so Dustin will be here. We've already confirmed him for all 3 games here in the preliminary round. So he will be here tomorrow against the Swiss and against France. So expect him for those. Dave Brindle as well, like I mentioned, will be here for all those games as well. So get excited for that. Canada thumping Czechia. Not even close. Czechia fell out of this one once the second period started. It was over. I mean, even with a disallowed goal, could have been 6-0 here. Could have been even more, but Dostal hung on to it. So you'll love to see it. And I appreciate all you beautiful people waking up early for this game. We aren't going to be live for it, but I did obviously want to mention Abby's got this game on Valentine's Day, 7 o'clock start against the Ontario Reign. So we will get you up to date on that game when we are looking at when we're doing the France game against Canada on Sunday. So we'll make sure to keep you up to date. We're hoping that the Abbey Canucks can start making a push for the playoffs. Man, what a game. And then, yes, just to confirm too, the Canadian women's team finished off Finland. So Canada with 2 5-0 victories, one over Czechia, one over Finland there. Look at that flip back and forth. So the men and the women getting it done today over a couple other hockey nations. So that's good to see. Canada finishing off Finland 5-0 after a tough game against the Americans last one. So there it is. A good day. 10 goals for Canada today. 0 against. So we'll take it as a win. Big Mac too. I did see this. That's congratulations, my dude. I got the kitchen manager job, by the way. Next week, I'm doing a few days on all the shifts and learning a bit about all the positions so I can learn the team and they can see how I do. I'm stoked. Congratulations, my dude. I'm glad to hear that. Sup, beauty, says Big Mac. So used to watching Canucks zone out when their coach is talking. Yes! And with John Cooper, everyone listens, man. This early chemistry is impressive, says Ryan H. Gotta use the 5-second rule, boys. So you drop something, you can still eat it as long as you pick it up after 5 seconds. Congrats, says Chico to Daddy got the job. Tillo, this is why the Canucks need Canadian players. I mean, yeah, Tillo, I wouldn't mind having Bo Horvat on this team. But definitely, I would say if we had Cooper, we'd probably be in a better position than we are with Foot. Thanks, son, says Big Mac. Tillo, draft Canadian. Congrats, Big Mac. That's good stuff. Bet you would make a great leader. To all the Bennington doubters, I will allow you to eat your cake now. Laugh out loud. Says Lefty. People's First says, congratulations, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac. And then Van Isle says, Chell is buggered. No surprise. Hoots. Adam Foote laughing and crying. Yeah, ridiculous, right? Let's see here. I was about to start singing this old song. Walking, 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 walking seems so easy now. But I remember when I was small and I did not know how. Oh, wow. I guess maybe, should I not play the McDavid getting cross-check clip then? Yeah, we're going to skip over that. Yeah, let's skip over that. Usually I do. Since he's on our team right now, we won't do it to him. We won't do it to him this time. Okay. Any doubting the head coach decisions as far as anything goes in this tournament can eat my leftovers. Yep, fair enough. Zach says, let's go Canada. Laugh out loud. Everyone on the same page. Yep. Hoots in the ice to Moochie. Milosh is like, Canada, 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 Canada. Jake takes offie. Laugh my ass off. What the hell is France honestly going to do? I feel bad for them already. That's me laughing my ass off. Thanks, Bobby. Thanks, Jake. I appreciate it. For sure, Big Mackers. Do you get deployed before Valentine's Day then, Mac? Oh, yeah, that's a good question. For anyone who doesn't work in a restaurant, Valentine's Day is violence. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, probably the two busiest days. With McDavid passing like Gretzky, our chances look really good in this tournament. And of course, the supporting cast is a great mix of talent, team unity already. No, I'm free on Valentine's Day, so I'll start next week. Oh, that's good timing. Big game, Benny! I like Bennington, says Big Mac. Hachiko says, gold medal or Germany wins luge team relay. Dusty shelf and stinking drawers, says Ontario Secret. It's funny, though. I'd pick the lineup today any day before our lineup. Laugh my ass off. We might as well kiss our Olympic roster creating jobs goodbye. Yeah. Canada can outscore our goalie issues. That's probably true too. Who doubts Canada's head coach decisions to start Binnington today? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Cooper believes in Binnington. Yep. I was calling out Horvat for being on this team. I still need you to see his goal. Oh yeah, no, it was a beautiful goal, man. And I mean, Horvat played 10 minutes, but in his 10 minutes, he was effective. He won some faceoffs. He's a penalty killer. He scored a nice goal. So, Horvat, definitely useful today. I love it if a player proves me wrong. I look at Horvat's goal now. Yeah, go check it out. I would show you, but then I would get kicked off the internet. I agree, Lefty. It's actually nice to be wrong sometimes. Love it when players prove me wrong. Yeah, me too. Nice goal, Horvat. But great setup by Marchand. Yep, the whole thing was nice. Barbershop World Juniors is entitled hockey now. Like, who slaps the ass of the other team? That's like some high school frat boy shit. That was like a penalty shot goal Horvat scored. See, we should have signed Marchand while we still had Horvat. Chemistry, where do you think? Yeah, they did. Forecheck wins championships. True. And gold medals, says Van Isle. Yeah, many were giving out in comments asking what a Brit doing commenting on the hockey game. No, the more the merrier, my dude. As long as they don't announce it like golf. Can I get a quiet on the green? Yeah. Does goal differential come into play if teams are tied in the way in the Olympics? If it does, pour it on, boys. No mercy. Yeah, it does, Lefty. Goal differential is one of the tiebreakers. Gross. I just farted. Shortly, what? That? I sharded my drawers, says Ontario. Such a nasty fencer snipey. Hey, Swervin' Irvin. Sup, Swervin'? Hey, Mike. Hey, Mac. Thanks, Dusty. Have a wonderful day, you beautiful people. Heading back to work. Thank you. Thanks for being here, Thomas. Nice to see you. Jake Takes Hockey says, great stuff, boys. Gonna go ahead and make a video now. Hope everyone has a great day. Big Mac says, Rusty and Dusty, Rusty and Dusty, Rusty and Dusty. Silver Fox, Silver Fox, Silver Fox. Josh Boma's here. What's up, Josh Boma? Nice to see you. Canada eats pasta. Congrats, Big Mac, says Juliana. Thanks, Julie, says Big Mac. Anyone free on Saturday that would like to join a Brazilian carnival party? There will be one on February 14th. Can share a link if you guys like. Ooh. Happening at the Chinese Cultural Center. Czechia got checked. Go Canada, go! What's up, Skytrain Elfram? That Bo Horvat goal gave me 2020 Bo Horvat vibes. I agree. I miss Bo Horvat. All right. So thank you everyone for being here. Thank you to Dustin Boydell for the massive amount. I guess we can have a look at this. Let's look at the poll question. So poll question, can Canada win gold in men's and women's hockey? 59% of you said yup. 9% of you said nope. 32% of you said men will win gold, and nobody thinks the women will win gold. It's either going to be all or nothing. So the men will win gold. 32% of you. So let's end that poll question. And then we'll have a look at the fan funding too. Paragolfer Pro with a total of 20 gifted memberships, and then Major General as well with 5 gifted memberships. So that's absolutely crazy. Thank you very much, boys, for your gifted memberships. We appreciate you donating to Dobby's College Education Fund. It's not a good day to not be on a Team Canada fan. True. And then Juliana saying, nice to see a win after all. Haha. Yep. Okay. So we'll be live tomorrow. It's going to be lunch hockey tomorrow. So it's Canada versus Switzerland tomorrow, February 13th. It's going to be a 12:10 start. So it's going to be a noontime start. And then we'll be live again when Canada plays France on Sunday. And that's going to be another early one. It's going to be a 7:40 start, so we'll be live at the same time we were today. And then we'll get you updated on the Abbey Canucks game too as they play against the Ontario Reign on Saturday. Cool? Thank you everyone very much for being here again. I appreciate you, all you beautiful people. And until tomorrow for some lunch hockey, remember, my name is Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. And make sure that you make good choices.
Get that.
How you doing tonight?
Doing good.
Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very first hockey game to join the stream. Everyone was very excited to see you, and enjoy the rest of the game in the third period.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye-bye, guys.
Trevor Beggs joining the show from Locked On Canucks. Thanks for joining me today, brother.
My pleasure, Russell. How you doing today, buddy?